YouTube.
Yes, we are live.
We are live. Hell yeah. Let's go, gamers. Let's go. How's it going, everyone? Hello, 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 hello.
I love the certainty from this as well.
We live, maybe. I don't know. I could probably, maybe, could be. Why not? It wouldn't matter because I get to hang out with you, Jay. It'll still be a lot of fun. A lot of fun, obviously.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. How's it going, everyone? Come and say hello if you are in chat. Say hi. We got Jake 2 Pence, we got Dio Wag, we got Mr. Fnods, who's been doing the live pre-show in Discord.
Hey.
We got Connor Riggs as well. And on Twitch we have Viking. How's it going? How's it going, gamers? Oh boy.
How was your weekend, everyone?
Yeah, let us know what you've been up to over the weekend. I did some painting over the weekend, Jay.
I know. Twice.
Twice. Twice. But, speaking of Jay, hi Jay from Mr. Mohawk
It's amazing
Miniatures.
how you can batch paint the same miniatures.
Look, Jay, that's very hurtful. But yes, I did the same painting twice. But did you have a good weekend, Jay? From Mohawk Miniatures, /Point Mohawk in chat. No. Terrible weekend. Terrible weekend. I'm finishing it off with me.
Well, this isn't a weekend, this is a Monday. Mondays are always crap.
Well, yeah. This is true.
Apart from this.
Yes.
I had a terrible weekend. I had a big weekend planned. Meet the girlfriend's folks and all that lot. And no, it didn't happen. Didn't happen.
We won't go into it. Ding dong, that's all we'll say.
Yeah, it wasn't the doorbell either. The weirdest thing is my phone literally does not make a sound.
Yeah.
Unless one thing happens, which is my girlfriend getting in touch with me. That's it. It's on Do Not Disturb for every other second of the day.
Nice. Thanks for the host.
She was sat right in front of me and my phone beeped. I'm like, did you just send me a text? What the fuck? I turn around. No. It turns out my phone makes a noise for 2 reasons.
Bastards. Ding dong. But other than that, you had a great weekend, right? You made what you...
It was fine. Yeah, she went home on Saturday. And,
great time.
I spent Sunday working because I had fuck all else to do.
Brilliant. But I streamed yesterday, a little bonus stream, because I painted a Mutilith Vortex Beast about 4 days ago. Oil washed it. Oil went bad. Turns out my Zinch project didn't die because of varnish. It died because of bad oil.
Now, when you said at the start, like, get into wheel paint, Shay, what do I need? I told you exactly
you said oil paint. I bought acrylic paint and then I bought oil paint.
Please, oil paint. Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot about that. You bought a set of acrylic paints in tubes, thinking they were oils. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. You superstar.
I know. Iconic, I would say. I think the word for it is.
Yeah.
So
something sounds like that at least.
So we ruined it with oils, and then I tried to fix it by removing the oil, which then made it worse. And then I tried to varnish it, and that made it even worse. So then I stripped it, and now I've repainted it, and now I'm waiting for more oil.
Excellent.
I bought Winton
this time
oil.
round, it'll be great.
Winton oils, Bob Ross, non-smelly thinner.
Yeah.
What else could what could possibly go wrong?
You're gonna spill it all over your desk because you don't have a palette.
I do actually have a palette.
Have you got a proper oils palette like this?
It's very similar, but it's like a flower shape. It's like a round one in the middle, then like 5 dishes.
You got room for your thumb to go in?
No, not quite.
Like proper artist.
It's quite big though. That's the other problem. I couldn't find one with a smaller thing. So, this is why Mikey can't have nice things. This is true. Pardon?
I think I got 2 of those for a tenner. That was a good deal.
Yeah, I probably should buy one. I went into a store. I went into Home Bargains, if you know it. If you've ever frequented.
I do.
Great little shop. I went to the art station and I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And then it was just like, we've got this one or in like whatever the artist wood plate things are called. I don't know what they're called now. I was thinking easel, but it's not an easel. Is it just
the
a
thing
palette?
that the artist holds in their hand? That's also called a pallet.
Is it just a pallet?
That's what we call our pallet a wet pallet because it's.
I wasn't sure if it had a special name because it has a thumb hole in it. You know.
It's the holy pallet.
The holy pallet. Yes, very good, very good.
Does the model take 5 weight 30 oil?
No, just 2-stroke.
Plus, I've got 4 liters in the garage ready to rock. Apparently, it's good for magnetics as well.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Castrol Magnetech. Yeah.
Oh dear. But who's joining us on this lovely Monday? We've already called that Mr. Fnord. We've got Connor. We've got Bearded Brigand. We've got Jack. We've got Mikey's Wargaming. No, you can't have Mikey's Wargaming. It's just my Wargaming. We got Organ UK, Andy, John, Connor, Suave Lion. We got Havoc 5. We got Stu. We got Forge Father, and then we got Twitch. We've got Siege Tower. We got Jake as well. We got Datacron. We got Michaela, and we got Chaos Swarm and Neil. There we go. That is everybody. Welcome everybody.
Nice. Sounds like quite a few YouTube users.
Yeah, quite a lot.
So they all liked your broadcast yet?
Have they all liked the? I don't think the 62 people that are currently watching have liked the stream yet, which is very good plug. I like that, Jay. Have you liked the stream?
I'm good at this.
You should. You should like the stream right now, right this second. And if you're on Twitch, you should host the stream right now. At Switch Point host. There we go.
Absolutely.
We did it. Excellent. Great job, everyone. Great job. We did this
like
together.
Liking the stream because you're on Twitch.
Yeah, it's also
just generally better.
Yeah, a few more clicks, but worth it. You get a little notification.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got stuff to talk about today. Probably quite an in-depth topic.
That's what we've prepared for things.
We have. Dear Wag, thank you much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you much for the prime. Excellent work. Love a good prime.
On the internet these days was like what's technically not cheating in 40k. I thought that was.
Listen, Jay, we missed the whole show for that reason. I mean, we were tired. We were so tired. We missed the whole show for that reason.
I was tired. I didn't actually get home till midnight because the M5 on the way home had a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit for about 15 miles, which was amazing fun. And a diversion which took me through the city centre of Birmingham.
Cringe. That sounds terrible.
It was not good.
So yeah, we were very tired. We weren't avoiding drama.
No, if we were avoiding drama, we wouldn't have done today's stream.
We should just stop streaming altogether. just go back.
I still got to pay the bills.
Yeah, true. Spray Black Studios, thank you much for the prime. Hell yeah, thank you much, dude. Appreciate it. But yeah, so we are gluttons for punishment. That's all I'll say.
Yes. Very much so.
But neither of us played an event this weekend. I've already gone through the list from last week on the Wednesday show that I do. So we kind of gone through the winners from our event, or my event that you played in. So we're going to talk about a different event, if that's okay.
May as well.
We're going to talk about the US Open, which just happened this weekend. But we could have some insight because we can kind of talk about the terrain that was used at my event because it looked very familiar to this event. So do you want to tell us what? Oh, sorry.
It didn't. It was close to yours, but obviously this terrain was put together by GW themselves under direction of Mike Brandt, rather than with let's be fair, kind of the unlimited budget they had for whatever terrain they needed. Rather than here's some plastic bases and here's whatever we can fit on it. So it was the same kind of layout as we had at the Hellstorm event, which was good layout. Thought it was a good bit of terrain. But there was a lot of like actually solid non-line of sight things here, whereas otherwise you're in kind of obscuring terrain situation where if you're tall enough to see through some windows in an upper floor, which all of my army is, and of course I'm very thankful for that advantage, the terrain kind of didn't matter. So it was same but different, to quote you.
Yeah, same but different. I like it. It's a good saying, that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go with that.
The thing is with the US Open version, because I've obviously seen, everyone's seen the Warhammer community articles with those pictures and stuff. It's not that high, you know. It's not that high.
It isn't. It's
about 4 inches.
Six.
If that.
Whereas 5 is the height of the floor on all of the GW terrain, there's their newer version of terrain, not the old CZ stuff. It's exactly 5 inches from the floor to the first layer. So that's your distance minimum, and then there's a few bits that are like the ruined walls across the top. So at its tallest point, it might be sort of 6.5, 7 inches.
Yeah, which isn't massive.
Not that tall.
No,
can't hide an eye.
Yeah, exactly. You'd think it'd be massive because there's so little terrain, really, especially when you take off the obscuring. So it's quite interesting. Quite interesting. But it didn't seem a lot. Well, we've not seen any complaints about the terrain yet. I mean, we had some feedback about our own event, which wasn't... Obviously, we couldn't do it perfectly because I think we said that each table that Games Workshop made, if you went by the kits on the picture, 335 plus RRP in Great British pounds. It was terrible, terrible. It was too much, so we just tried to copy it as close as possible. We had a lot of good feedback about it. A lot of people who played on it said beforehand, "Oh, we got to play on the Games Workshop table now. That sucks." And then played on it and went, "Oh wow, the Games Workshop table is not actually that bad."
No, I thought it was pretty good. I know there were a few people that were confused about whether parts of it were or weren't obscuring, and whether parts of it were or weren't cover as well. But obviously it has a base, like in the letter of the rule. If the terrain has a base, that base is every part of that terrain. Yeah. So it counts for obscuring, it counts for being in terrain, and so on.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting.
I'm just going to say people are maybe out of practice.
Yeah, probably.
And it was something slightly different as well, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. But they did use it on the Warhammer live stream. Lots of choppy, not quite matching the pictures in some cases, which is quite interesting. And they had a random tower or a wall to represent trees, which I thought was quite funny.
Oh, yeah.
Just one broken wall. This is a tree now.
Those trees, I will say, for me, had absolutely zero impact in the game that I played.
No, they're in just a really weird place, right?
Yeah. I don't... The placement is right on the board edge, and it's 4. Yeah. So in a diamond shape. One on each long edge, one on each short edge, right in the middle. And it's so easy to just walk 2 inches to one side, get a clear line of sight. Right, cool.
Lol.
You're dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
All it did, in fact, for my opponent, is slow him down for 2 moves. Running around with termagants and hormagants and so on.
Oh, because you played John with the Tyranids, right?
Yeah, but you got a unit of 30 trying to run across one of those tiny bits of perspex, because the rest of your army is kind of stuck in that corner as well. Yeah. You're never going to get the whole unit across there. That makes perfect sense, but they were just weird. Yeah. They didn't do it for me. The rest of the terrain, great. Yeah, for sure. So just anyone watching, this is a close-up or an image from Wargaming community of what they were advertising. It pretty much matched it. It wasn't far off. It was just some of these bases just had one single wall on it, and that was it. And it's this is supposed to be a tree, and it's you put a wall there, but that's okay. You're dealing with wrong one. You're dealing with what you've got. Pretty much. However, I think it was 200-ish players that end up playing in Orlando then this weekend. There was a lot, is all I know. Yeah. I was, like I said, spent Sunday working, so I head down into that. Didn't really pay much attention to it. It's been very difficult to find extra information about the event since the event, which is weird. I guess that's the thing with Games Workshop events. They don't do much coverage afterwards. It's just kind of that's it. Yeah. We've done. Well, if we go to pairings, and we go to round 1. Oh, yeah. There are 97 tables. So just shy of 200 players. That's how that works. Decent-sized event. Yeah, not bad. Obviously, it's in the US, so they're a little bit easy to run at the minute. But there was 4 rounds and then a top 16 cut, which I thought was interesting, who then played a mini 4-round event as well. Now, we're not sure if this is BCP being weird or the event was just weird. But you would have thought it'd be a 5-round event and then a top cut. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped at 4, unless it was time constraints. But it was a 3-day event, right? Yeah, it started on a Friday. So you've got plenty of time to get those in. I mean, I've played 3-day events that have been 6 rounds because it's been just a really relaxed time scale where you've played 1 Friday, 3 Saturday, 2 Sunday. I quite like that. It's nice. But yeah, this was strange. Like you've got this massive event, and most of you who have bought a ticket are going to get like 4 games of 40k, and then you can go home. Yeah,
it's interesting. Now I'm kind of thinking that maybe they planned for more rounds, but always planned for a top 16. So then when they didn't get enough players, maybe, because I don't think they would have stopped at 200. I don't know how many tickets there were, but maybe they planned for maybe a few more players, maybe a 5-round event, then a top 16 cut on the Sunday.
Could have been. I mean, doing the math, you go from 200 to 100 after 1 game, 50 after 2 games, 25 after 3 games. It's got 26 region maps, 13 for that 4th game. So you pad it out with the top 3 losers, essentially people that have lost but got the highest points. There's your top 16.
We did brackets yesterday, so on coffee time.
I know. I watched it.
Everyone,
time.
Excellent. Yeah. So everyone who watches coffee time, you already understand win brackets. So we take 3 from the lower bracket and push them up. We get it. So maybe they plan for like 250 players, because that would be the correct maths, right? That'd be 5 rounds, be top 16.
125, 60. It was just like 64, 32.
64.
No, so you just wouldn't end up with the remaining 3, basically.
Yeah, interesting. I
wonder.
wonder.
256.
We need to find out how big this event was supposed to be, or how many they could take. Because I wonder if it was a really odd number, or they didn't sell out. Interesting.
I have no idea, but I know there's still 2 more events in the series. So you have Orlando, and then I want to say it's Dallas next, and then
somewhere else.
No, it's New Orleans next, and then Houston.
Yes,
perhaps.
Yes, that sounds right. So we'll go with that. So there are 2 more events. So if there's like another 100 tables on the end, we can be like, well, they dropped a few players there. But it was a top 16 cut who then played a mini 4-round event as well. And it looks like the Art of War scooped up all of the wins.
Excuse me. Can I just say?
Oh,
the Art of 4.
The Art of 4. Nice. That's all okay, except for number 3 is Brohammer, who works very closely with Art of War, but not Art of War.
The reason I say it is because the top 4 in the round of 16 were all 4 people from the Art of War.
Oh, really?
It's just one of them ended up placing a little bit further down afterwards, that's all. But I thought that was fucking great. Well done, guys.
Brilliant.
You nailed it.
Brilliant. Florida has a high instance of the thing, so people may have opted not to show.
Fair.
And then someone said tickets had sold a lot of no-shows, I do believe. Yeah, so maybe
there we go.
Maybe a lot of people dropped out. We don't really know. But to no one's surprise, no one is surprised when I say that Adeptus Mechanicus, played by Richard Siegler, won the event.
The machine playing the machines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No Tau this time because they had terrain on the table.
Terrain.
Well, kind of. They had little plastic boxes.
There were walls that blocked line of sight.
Yes, exactly. So, which is fun, which is funny. So we're going to go through like the top 3 lists and say roughly what they do or how they might function and why they probably did so well. Obviously, neither of us wrote the lists, but we are just going to be looking at the lists. So let me pull them up.
Actually, I'll have you know that I run my own list coaching service, and I've written every single none of these lists.
I do my own coaching service, @Coach, if you're watching on Twitch, and you can get a link to that.
You too can paint using cheap oil paints.
Yes, exactly that. So we're going to look at the number 3 first. We're going to look at the Adeptus Custodes.
Yeah,
it's a very short list because it's Custodes and also it's taken through the same unit and the 300 points each. But let's have a look. So he's running a single battalion. It is Shadow Keepers who have a unique shenanigan found in War of the Spider. Let's have a look.
They have good stratagem.
Good strat.
and thing.
Stratagem. Shadow Keepers. So they
You
have.
looked this up earlier on as well. We both forgot what it is.
So they have a stratagem. Use the stratagem in any phase. When a unit from your army is chosen as a target of an attack, to the end of the phase, -1 from the strength characteristic. That's pretty decent. That's pretty.
It
cool.
is pretty good, especially when you're looking at T8 dreadnoughts in your list, because if somebody's got a dedicated anti-tank weapon, it's usually a las cannon or something like a thermal cannon. You know, strength 9 is what we're looking for. That can just drop it down to 8. You go from winning on 3s to winning on 4s. It takes 17% off your chances to wound, which is really, really quite good.
Yeah, exactly. Or even then when you think about like multi-melters, especially with like
something good to win on 5s.
Yeah, like retributors being like really good at the minute. So now you
don't
win.
talk to me about those stuff.
Lots and lots of shots, but also all winning on 5s, which is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah. So it's a Captain Trajan Valoris. Absolute beat state, rerolling to hit and read of 1. What absolute legend. Free stratagem as well. Also forgotten. Or fight twice.
Or fight twice, which for him is pretty beasty.
Yeah, it's pretty good, And then we got a Shield Captain on Dawn Eagle jet bike. He's got the Auric Aquilis, so 3-up in bun and rerolls charge. The super bike. He's got Captain Commander, so he's got Unstoppable Destroyer, which allows him to pile in D3 plus 3. Consolidate
and consolidate
D3 plus 3, but doesn't have to end near to the closest enemy model, so he can yeet himself 6 inches away when he consolidates, which is cool.
Yeah, it's super good because you can basically sort of, if you need to, duck in, hit something, and get back out before it fights. Custodian captains are known for being super durable, but it's an option if you're facing something like a Primarch or something like Bellicor, for instance. It murks your invulnerable save regardless.
Yeah,
so
true.
Lots of fun tricks you can do with him. You can keep him safe. Almost all custodes get obsec as well, so he can go in, hit something, get rid of that, stop it piling into an objective, and then just jump onto an objective himself. Yeah. There's loads of neat things you can do with things like that. It's very clever.
It is very clever. But speaking of keeping him safe, Speaking of keeping him safe, he's also got Superior Creation, which is a 5+ Finna Pain. So
yeah, very
not
useful.
bad, not bad at all.
Useful. You went with the missile launcher on him as well, which I like.
Yeah, the Salvo launcher.
The melter missile is weird. It doesn't really work like any other melter weapon. You just get to reroll to wound with it. Cool. Who knows what will happen in 9th edition with that, but it could be the same thing.
Yeah, let's hope so, because it is quite cool.
Yeah, it's nice that it's different.
So then he's got a single unit of 3 Storm Shield guard, essentially. Little objective grabbers, probably. Sit at the back and chill. He's then got 2 units of Sagittarium Guard, which are the Forge World little bolter boys. So they have...
They're amazing.
Yeah, they're really good. They have like a few options. I don't know if I think I've unlocked the app.
So with those, you basically have a heavy bolter that you're walking around with that can also fire a combi weapon style 12-inch strength 5 minus a couple damage 3 shot, I think.
It's -1 really... damage 2.
Oh, okay.
That's
used to be better than that, I thought.
So you got the bolt volley, strength 5 -1/2 damage at 3 shots, or 15-inch strength 5 -3/3 damage, but 1 shot.
There you go. So... And you can fire them both, from what I understand, as well, like a combi weapon.
You can, yeah. So subtract 1 from the hit if you fire both. Especially when you're BS2, rerolling 1s usually.
Yeah,
I know, right? Really good. You may as well.
Also, one of them in each unit, out of the 2 units, has got a Misericordia, which is an amazing 3-point upgrade to the squad, because in 40k, if you don't have a close combat weapon, you attack with your strength and your number of attacks. So in the Sagittarium Guard, they don't have close combat weapons, so they're just literally punching you at no AP. You give one of them a Misericordia, he makes all of his attacks with that and gets an extra 1.
Yeah, so he gets 4
at least
attacks.
He's doing some work.
Yeah, 4 attacks at AP3. That's 5, which is pretty good.
Bad.
It's basically a power sword.
Yeah, if you had the extra 12 points to give the other 4 of those the Misericordia, it just automatically just be what you do. That's
exactly. As Suave Lines just said, they're also assault, the weapons, so you could advance and then may as well shoot both because you can. Yeah,
because it caps out at -1 now. So if you do need to advance them, fire all weapons.
Yeah, exactly. Which is pretty cool, actually. I quite like that. Really good unit.
Very solid unit.
And quite cheap for, what has he got, like 4 of them for 153 points. Which ain't bad.
It's 3. They're 50 points apiece.
Oh, yeah, 2. My apologies, yeah. It's because it
apiece.
said, like, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. And then he's got the Ventari, or Venatari, which are the little jump pack boys.
They are, and he's given them the shield and the gun as well, which I've been told is always the best choice. Or at least the person I'm paying the custodians for at the moment has told me that that's the best choice, so I took his word for it.
Yeah, so the Kinetic Destroyer is pistol 2, strength 6, -2 and 2 damage, but each roll of a 6 scores an additional hit, which is pretty cool.
Ooh,
nice.
tasty.
18-inch range as well. And then the Buckler is a melee weapon. It's +1 strength, so you'll be strength 6 as well, -2 and 1 damage, but gives you a 12 armor save. Because they have a 3 up, because they don't have full armor because they fly. So
I do like the fact that buckler is basically Captain America's shields in Infinity War.
It is.
The one on the arm. Get in there, exactly. Good and hard with it.
Yeah.
Good nails.
So they're only 55
that is
points
Captain
as well.
America and the Falcon.
Just as one, yeah, for sure.
They're ahead of their time.
Yeah, it's just Captain America.
They've got wings. It's the Hawk boys.
Yeah, exactly. So they're only 55 points, and they are movement 12, which is quite good. Got that speed in there.
Solid unit.
Yeah.
I think you need speed in the Custodes army though, because you're super durable and you're killy, but you're normally killy when you're stood right in front of somebody. You're not very killy from range, unless of course there's something you could put in a list that would give you a lot of killy stuff from range.
And these just guys do it. You know,
that might be your cue to
talk about the next one.
Go on.
I was just going to say, there is a strat to double shoot each of their pistols as well. I don't know what the strat's called. Thank you, chat.
Oh, okay.
Give them 4 shots each.
That's not bad.
Not 2 damage, no.
6 in there, 4 shots pieces, 24 shots. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. You're probably going to get 27 shots out of the unit because of the 6s.
Yeah, 30-inch range as well. Well, threat range with the movement.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's like Primaris Killer, you know? That's like wipe a unit, you know?
Yeah.
Death Guard, maybe not, but definitely do some hurt.
Strength 6.
Yeah.
Oh, no, only in combat strength.
No, they're gun strength 6.
Yeah, it was strength 6. Yeah. So you're getting the wounds on 3s, which is
exactly.
what mitigates
only
a lot
1 damage
of
at that point, but still 20 hits.
Yeah.
Pretty good, I
it's
think.
It's your dice, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got the Beastie Boys, let's call it. The 3 heavy Telemon Dreadnoughts, the carriers of this list. They all have Eternal Penitent, which essentially is 1 CP to give them +1 attack and reroll charges. So essentially, spend them early. You don't need to spend CP later.
And they all re-roll it in the same term as well, not like a command point re-roll. They can all do it all at once.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
It gets so much bang for your buck. And they've all got the Iliastus Accelerator Culverin, which is heavy 4, strength 7, -3, and 2 damage. And a fist.
And the fist.
Yes, which means
that's what makes them epic in my book, because normally the way you deal with that is you go up it, you kind of hug it a little bit, like, oh, please don't shoot me in combat, but that's it. And now it's like, okay,
boof. It's the best way. It's best way, especially since the Imperial Armor Compendium. The fist is like strength 16 -4, I believe.
Yeah, could be. I've got the book. I'll go and have a look.
Strength 16 -3, 4 damage, and then it makes an extra attack with it. So they've all got 6 attacks hitting on 2s.
6 attacks.
With everything on 2s.
Doing 4 damage apiece.
Yeah.
Go and tie that up in combat. Go on.
Good luck. And then if you do happen to tie up in combat, it's obviously got the Culverin, but it's also got the Spiculus launcher with 10 shots when it stands still. Which is ace. And a plasma ejector, which is basically strength 6
The plasma
flavor.
thing on the Culverin is really, really good, actually.
Yeah, 2d3 shots. Which is really cool. Really, really cool. Let's just take 3 of them.
It's fun.
So fair play.
Solid.
That is
solid choices in any Custodes list.
Yeah. What I think's funny is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plastic models in that list. The rest is
just
resin.
trying to work that out, actually. Yeah.
The rest is resin. Whether it's real resin or not is another question. But it's quite funny.
To be fair, the Sagittarium are half plastic at least. You know, that's the entryway into Forge World.
Yeah,
and then clearly it's a slippery slope from that point in the list.
And no one likes the Sagittarium heads, so people don't even use them.
I do. I actually think they look quite cool. Yeah. They've got that kind of bullet-headed, like flat top thing. They look cool in my book.
I've got the upgrade pack, and I still need to like do something with them. But I keep thinking, do I put them on normal dudes or do I put them on wardens?
So I've done 2 Custodes commissions. Well, I've done more than that, but 2 big Custodes commissions. And the first one, everything was put on warden bodies,
right?
Whether it was a warden or not. So even the sword and board style guard were put on warden bodies because the client just really liked that aesthetic.
Yeah.
This time round, the client's very much more, we want it exactly as it appears on the box, so built the right way and so on. I actually think they look better on the custodian guard legs than on the warden legs, because the warden legs are quite often very static, and some of the custodian guard legs have got a bit of movement, as you know, a couple are in like a running pose and so on, and it makes them look a little bit more like some sort of elite shock troop than just man with gun.
Interesting. Well, there you go. If you are wanting to build some Sagittarium guard, then you're thinking about wardens. Thanks, Jay.
Sorry, if you are wanting to build some Sagittarium guard, don't. They're so horrible to build.
Yeah,
they really are. The arms and the gun don't fit together properly.
Nice.
So you have green stuff shoulders, green stuff wrists, super glue everywhere. You're sort of doing this, trying to get it to look right.
Excellent.
It's not fun.
I'm trying to get Arkan Castles obviously gave us a Custodes army. I'm trying to get him to paint more for me, and he keeps being like, nah.
Yeah, I'm with him on that.
Nah, I'm alright.
Mate, I'm painting so many Custodes white at the moment, I can't even see anymore.
Gross. But yeah, so that's the that's the Custodes list. Quite cool. Big Chungus. Yeah. That's basically the list. Big Chungus and friends. Hey, thanks for the host.
Pretty much.
So what we have...
The only thing I dislike about this list, and this sounds really, really petty and stupid, is I'd probably drop one of the Venatari Custodians, because they're 55 points each, right? So that would drop the unit to 275 points.
What would you do with 50 points?
Almost nothing. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is that makes my Telemons to the last. And for me, that would be a really strong way to play the list.
Ooh, interesting. What's the point?
With those 55 points, I'd probably end up throwing them away on some unit upgrades for some Misericordias for everyone. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minis, so that's 21 points of it. 30 points. Wouldn't matter to me if I wasted it, frankly. Not an issue.
Would the Ventari not be good for to the last, because you can hide them and use them for objective grammar a little bit easier than the 3 dreadnoughts?
As soon as one of them dies,
you're
down to 3 points, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, and it's unit 6, so you blast.
Does
you
it not
should
only go down
never
to 3
worry
if
about
you
blast.
split the squad? Or do you just have to damage
I thought it was if you lose any from that squad.
Chat, quickly answer the question. I know it says a delay. I've only got my old one.
Sorry, I've got my book.
I've only got my old one handy.
Yeah, mine's packed upstairs in my
Brilliant.
case.
So maybe not. Find out next time.
Yeah, you should never worry about 6 in a unit for blast. Coherency, sure, fine. It makes your life a little bit more difficult. But never worry about it for blast, because it means that you're relying on your opponent to roll subpar. And if that's your game plan, then you're fucked anyway.
Well, yeah. But true.
Certainly, like making sure those Telemon are to the last. That for me would be a thing that I do. But obviously, I didn't place 3rd out of 100 and nearly 200 man tournament.
I think it's 194
so,
if everyone stayed in.
This guy knows his stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, fair play to him. Fair play to Steve Trimble from Brohammer.
Yeah.
But then we have Sisters. John Lennon strikes again.
Who doesn't love Sisters of Battle?
I've heard you like Sisters of Battle.
Yeah, great. Make great liner for my cat litter tray, and super good.
Brilliant.
Super good. Brilliant. They're such a horrible army for me to play. Things that I do genuinely like about the Sisters Codex though is that you can put any kind of army you want together out of that book. Doesn't matter if you like playing close combat armies, doesn't matter if you like playing ranged armies, some sort of balance, if you like taking loads of big characters or no big characters like war machines or not.
Yeah.
You can make any army you like out of this book. It is masterfully written. But that does mean that you almost don't have a weakness.
Yeah.
It makes it very strong, tough to deal with.
The word is like versatile, into the entire codex is versatile because you can use anything and it works. Yeah. But
it's reliable as well. You've got your miracle dice, you know?
Yeah.
Need to make this charge late in the game. Don't want to roll double one. Here you go. Success.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Sierra Esco says you only get partial points if you split the squad to the last.
Okay.
I thought that was the case if you split like combat squad or Unleash the Lions, etc.
Cool beans.
So then Venatari are actually quite good for to the last because as soon as you got one left, which will probably one,
he hides.
He runs. Yeah, he just runs. Yeah.
Good luck getting him out of cover with like a 2-up save and.
Well, 1-up, won't it? If he's in cover with the shield.
Yeah, it will be
1-up, 4-up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Maybe that's what he was doing.
Of surviving.
Maybe that's what he's doing. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Anyway, that was Custodies. Let's talk about Sisters. It's back. It's back. It's Bloody Rose. We've got a Repentia Superior with some relics. We got the Litanies of the Faith, which I'm not sure what does off the top of my head. But essentially, she's really good for Repentia because she's the Repentia Superior.
Fucking Crusade rules. Thanks for putting those right in the middle of the book.
Litanies of Faith. Once a battle round, if the bear is on the battlefield, when you gain a miracle dice, you can re-roll it, which is cool.
Which is tasty.
Yeah, it's really cool because you do get one turn.
And Warlord trait Beacon of Faith is start your command phase. If they're on the battlefield, you gain 1 miracle dice. It can only be used when your Warlord performs an act of faith or uses a miraculous ability. It's not used by the start. Your next command phase is discarded. So the Repentia Superior has to be the one
to
using that miracle dice.
But she can re-roll either with the one you gain for the army or for her, which is cool. Cool. So that's no Force Org. Then we got Morven Val. She's nasty.
Yeah.
She's good. Fight twice. Reroll all hits and wounds. Give out reroll all hits and wounds. You know. Pretty.
She is probably the most reliable character in the game right now.
Yeah, because she's like strength 8, -3, 2 damage with a bunch of attacks, right? Got a decent bolter.
Yeah, I gotta think she can do like a bigger hit though.
I think she's got 2, you know? She's got 2
so
types
Morven
of
Val,
attacks.
Sweeping Blow, which is strength user -2, 1 damage, but 2 hit rolls instead of 1.
So 10 attacks at strength 5.
The lunging strike, which makes it strength 8, -3, flat 3, and if that wasn't enough, if you roll 6 to wound, Tyke suffers 1 mortal wound in addition to normal damage. So it becomes pretty gross.
Pretty boss. Yeah. The great thing about her as well is she's sanctified, so she doesn't gain any abilities from the detachment, but she affects all sisters. So it's kind of like she's basically Gulliman, but you don't have to play Ultramarines. You can play any Space Marines. Yeah, which is really good because she affects everybody.
Yeah, so it's pretty tasty.
Pretty tasty.
She is tough as well, though. She's got an ability where she halves all incoming damage rounding up. I found it very difficult to take her out in the game that I played against sisters recently. Yeah, she even survived a crashed Megara in combat. Went full swings on her.
Because you played Vince, right? From Pleasant Kenobi.
I did.
Yeah, great dude, great lad.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah,
good guy.
Magic
good game.
Player, though,
it was.
Terrible
Well, I'm not going to comment. But yeah, it was a tough battle.
Yeah,
mostly because of Morven Val.
Yeah, true. He's then got a stock sister squad, probably an objective grabber, nothing crazy. He's then got
to fill out the patrol, basically.
Hell yeah. 16 Sisters Repentia. I should say this is Bloody Rose, so everything that charges gets +1 attack and an extra AP on all of their attacks as well. So Sister Repentia is rocking like what, 4 attacks? Let's find it.
Actually, and you can get it to 5.
3 attacks. My apologies.
Superior.
So 3 attacks they get on the charge at 1 wound at strength 6 -4 and 2 damage with a 5 up feeling of pain. The Sister Repentia can give out an ability to get an extra dice when they declare a charge. And
+1 to the wound roll, which is the thing I was thinking of.
Yeah. That is pretty baller, not gonna lie.
It's disgraceful.
Absolutely
disgraceful.
Yeah. Then he's got some Zephyrim, which are basically jetpack sisters with power swords. I really like these, and the Zephyrim Pennant.
I do.
Is a reroll charge on the superior, which is really good.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's only like 5 points, and it's like, why would you not take reroll charge for 5 points?
It's going to be one of those things that you just literally can't fit it in the list. You've taken the absolute minimum on everything, and it just doesn't quite fit. That would be the only reason. I genuinely like Seraphim. In 9th, I think they're the better jetpack sisters option. Seraphim used to come down with the guns, they'd shoot in the turn they deployed, and they'd shoot again in their shooting phase and so on. Now, obviously, they've taken a lot of that away, and you can't increase the range of things like Inferno pistols anymore, which was the big draw for that.
That's Seraphim, and they're 12 inches now.
Yeah, exactly. So the Zephyrim, I think, now completely take that over.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially Bloody Rose detachment, where you're getting those bonuses on the charge, and you don't really need the extra AP on a power sword.
Yeah.
But when you're swinging and it's -4, it doesn't matter if you've got a 2-up save or not.
Exactly.
You're still just getting 1 bite on 6s.
Yeah.
That's a wing and a prayer.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a pun at the end of that. It was unintended.
He's then got a Rhino as well, which is probably for the Repentia, 1 unit anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, you can carry 10, so probably Repentia and the Superior. But then again, if you put the Superior in a Rhino, she can't do a command ability, so which sucks.
That's true, but small price to pay, really, I guess.
So then we have Ebon Chalice, which is Daughters of the Emperor. When you're determining which sacred rite are active for your army, you cannot randomly select 2 sacred rites. Instead, after you've selected 1 rite, you must select a second. Both of them are active, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's gross. Also, each time model or unit with this conviction performs an act of faith, you can first discard 1 miracle dice. If you do so, 1 miracle dice you use in the act of faith is considered to be a 6. So you can use any miracle dice and count it as a 6. Which,
that's
not gonna lie, that's pretty baller. Hey, Total Blaze, thank you much for the Prime. Perfect time for Prime. Just like, you know, not only do you not roll dice,
your miracle dice anyway, because you've got magic powers on your
Repentia
sister
Superior.
Lady.
Yeah.
But now you just go, oh, I rolled a 2. Who cares? That's a 6.
I'll just flip it to a 6 because YOLO. I'll just do what I want.
Oh, I've just been sick in my mouth.
I bet.
It's not fun at all.
So then he's got Celestine. So we got
gets worse.
Super Smash Sisters. We got Celestine and the Gemini Superior. So these are super good. They are a unit. But essentially you can't target Celestine because of bodyguard rule. It all gets super shenanigan-y.
It's an utter piss take, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But that's the rule. That's what we're playing with right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got a video coming soon about the bodyguard rule and how stupid it is.
Nice. I can't wait for my knights to be able to bodyguard my armigers, by the way. Let's see how you like it then, you jumped up.
But essentially, bodyguard is a bit of a notorious rule right now because essentially, if a character is within 3 inches of a unit with bodyguard, it can't be targeted with ranged attacks, full stop.
Yeah.
A full stop's very important. You can't be targeted whatsoever. It means you can't be targeted in the shooting phase. You can't be targeted when you charge in Overwatch. You can't even be targeted with pistols in combat because you're within 3 inches of another unit, which is a little bit stupid. as we saw at one Hellstorm event. A little bit stupid when it's a dreadnought, but there we go.
Yeah, it is what it is, and you can't even like anything it says like it ignores the lookout sir rule, like a Vindicare assassin. Still can't shoot at it because it's not the lookout sir rule.
It just
that's
you can't
being
target
enforced. It's just because you can't target me.
Yeah, exactly.
Not being able to shoot Overwatch at it, I think, is the big egregious part of that.
Yeah,
the rest of it, I'm not happy with at all. But when you've got a cannon that just goes, I'm going to charge you, right, I'll Overwatch. Well, you can't. Because these girls that are staying still.
Behind a wall. Behind a wall. There. They are there. Don't forget, Jay. They are there. They are watching. They are thinking about protecting me from behind that wall.
Even Whitney Houston didn't have that good of a bodyguard, all right?
Stupid.
Ridiculous.
It is daft. It is a daft rule. But it is being used a lot. As we saw with most lists, when we were looking, we didn't almost.
We even talked about this pre-event.
Yeah.
When we were going through lists and we were saying, look, this list, it's got that non-line of sight shooting. Every list that we discussed that we thought had a potential of winning the event had that.
Yeah. Which
list won the event? A list that had that.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's 100% necessary.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Nox Mini, thank you much for the resub. 2 months in a row.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. Thank you much. Appreciate it. Very cool. Very cool. So basically, this detachment is basically flipping all his miracle dices to 6. Celestine's really good. More than Val's really good. Yeah. So that's like a quarter of his list, but it's definitely worth it. It's an Outrider detachment, which is great. He's got He's got a unit of 9 Celestian Sacrosanct, so a big blob of Sword and Board Sisters. These guys have bodyguard, and it's any Sisters character, I believe.
He's gone with the halberds as well. It is any character. It's literally just that simple.
Yeah.
And the halberds are good. Gives them a fairly substantial melee threat.
Yeah, because I think it's just really good because of the weight of attacks they get. That's pretty much it. They get 3 attacks each. So the maces are good, but the -1 to hit, which is a shame. So I think the halberds
my heart bleeds. Can't have everything, right?
Right. Also, I just want to say,
what's this codex got?
Everything, Jay. It's not as bad as the Admech, but it has everything else. Admech just make Sisters have all of the rules. Admech have all of the rules, and then they made them up as well.
That's been true since like 7th edition though.
Yeah.
Where back you had 2 books. If anyone plays any version of Admech says, I've got a thing that does this, it's called yeah, sure, whatever. It sounded about right because come out of your book. That's always been the way.
Always. Induja, thank you much for the sub. 5 months in a row. Hell yeah, appreciate it. Legend.
Also, Induja92, current captain of the hype train.
Hell yeah, let's go. Choo-choo, let's go. Hype train level 1. Let's get it to level 2. We're 6% away. Good luck, gamers. Get it to level 2. Maybe level 3.
Might just got to pay for those posh lights in the background, you see.
I do, yeah. I've got to pay while I'm boycotting Games Workshop with all my 3D printers. So my electricity bill's really high. I'm not really boycotting GW. Hey, thank you much, Cuz40k, for gifting that sub to Kiki Jik 1. Appreciate it.
Kiki
Jiki, yes. Thank you much for the
you're
gift
younger
sub.
than me, you don't speak Leet speak.
No, I don't.
Come on.
No. Leet speak is like old. Hey, Jake, thank you much for the gifting that sub to Daddy Tubbs for 4 months in a row as well. Really appreciate it. Anyway,
moving on. We've got a Dogmata.
Yes.
Which is the model that really desperately needs a helmet. She is not a happy lady.
She's not happy at all.
She looks so hacked off. She's got the Litany of Enduring Faith, which is +1 to the Invulnerable save, and Shield of Faith ability, which is really obnoxious, by the way.
To any
because that's just an
character.
Aura.
Yeah.
As an aura, 16-inch bowler +1 to your.
It's really good.
She's also got, because she hasn't got enough rules, obviously, Verse of Holy Piety, or piety rather, which is pick one unit this time only. Select one sacred rite that's not active for your army. It's now active for that unit in addition to the other 2 he's already got for being Ebon Chalice. So that one gets 3.
+3 rules, hell yeah!
Have extra rules.
Hell yeah. And her relic is... I can't find it now. Sigil, I think that's just basically doing extra...
Ecclesiasticus.
Right.
Yeah.
No, an extra one, and got... cast an extra one.
A warlord trait, which is
Terrible
knowledge.
Terrible
knowledge is...
It's the Ebon Chalice unique.
Ebon Chalice one.
If this warlord is on the battlefield, the miracle dice you gain at the start of the first battle round is automatically a 6. Also, while this is on the battlefield, each time you spend a command point and a 5+, you get one back.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Go away.
Get out.
Go
Get
away.
out.
As Max has rightfully pointed out in the chat, Cleansing Flames is the Ebon Chalice stratagem. You +4 inches to all flame weapons. Each time a model makes an attack with a flame weapon on an unmodified wound roll of a 4+, the target suffers 1 mortal wound in addition to a maximum of 3.
Nice.
That's good.
That's not bad.
Anyway,
that's not bad. I'm glad it's a maximum of 3. Well, hang on, before you get there, while we're talking about just spaffing mortal wounds everywhere, let's move on to the Dominion squads, shall we?
Yeah.
Because Dominion squads, I'd like to point out that this is just some random chick in a Sisters of Battle army.
Yeah.
She gets I believe it's an Artificer crafted Storm Bolter.
Yes, but she's just a Storm
Bolter. If I'm not mistaken, is a Storm Bolter. It's not just a Storm Bolter.
Is it not just a Storm Bolter?
It's not just a Storm Bolter.
And I've been playing it wrong
I
in my
wish
practice
it was
games.
just a Storm Bolter. Because Artificer crafted Storm Bolter. Rapid Fire 2, 24-inch range, Strength 4, all sounds about right. AP 0, sounds good. Damage 2. Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what? I've been playing it wrong.
You've been playing them very wrong, brother. Damage 2 Storm Bolters.
Hey, so show thanks for the resub. Damage 2 Storm Bolters, that's really good.
The Grey Knights, the masters of the Storm Bolter, only get that on the characters, but random annoyed lady, none with gun.
Yeah, I've got 15 Dominion Storm Bolters. Hell yeah, let's go. 2 points, everyone. 2 points. 1 point per damage that I've not been playing.
But that's not all.
Yes.
If you're not quite happy with the amount of damage your damage 2 Storm Bolters are doing, why don't you invest a command point or 2 in a stratagem to allow your 6s to wound to just become a mortal wound in addition to?
That's 3 damage, Jay. That's 3 damage bolters, basically.
It is if you play them correctly.
Yeah, exactly. Not like me, idiot. What? Absolute idiot. Oh man, that's cool.
Madness.
That's cool.
Madness. So 2 units like that.
Yeah,
and these guys get a free pre-game move. And if they're embarked in a transport, their transport gets a free pre-game move.
Yes.
And there are 2 rhinos later in the list.
There are 2 rhinos in that list.
Out. Bam.
6s to hit make that shot just become 2 mortal wounds. I think that might be right, actually.
Oh, is it the hit? Yeah,
yeah, and it just becomes mortal wounds.
He's recently got PTSD from that game, so
he's just not happy about it. Where are strats these days? The problem I have with 9th edition characters is all the orders are wrong. Hey, thanks for the follow.
I've just realised something extremely janky about this list.
Oh yeah.
I'll get to that in a second. Let's go through the next unit. So you wanted to talk about the Seraphim squads that happen to have double hand flamers on 2 ladies there.
Just to confirm, it is 6s to hit, and then it becomes 2 more wounds.
There you go.
So that's pretty good. So two squads of Dominions, loads of Storm Bolters, damage 2, excellent. Mortal wounds in addition if they need it, excellent. 2 units of Seraphims. Just
not bad.
2 Seraphims with bolt pistols, and then a superior, and then 2 with hand flamers. So obviously we have the Cleansing Flame for 1 CP to do 3 more wounds. Jetpacks, deep strike, do the shenanigans. 16-inch range flamers. when they use the stratagem, which is great. Are you alright, Jay?
Oh, it's just so unnecessary. So unnecessary.
Yeah. But then there's more. There's 2 units of Retributors. 2 units of 5, 2 Melters, 2 Flamers, 2 Cherubs.
And there's a bolt gun on the Retributor Superior, which is really important.
Oh, tell me why there's a bolt gun is really important, Jay.
Because apparently, if you've got a bolt gun, a flamer, and a melter gun, you get superpowers.
You get the Matrix.
And you get +1 to wound.
Yeah, you get Holy Trinity.
Got the Holy Trinity.
Just like the Matrix movie. She was holy at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did she get shot? I think
she did get shot.
Yeah.
Do you want to know something really obnoxious about this that I realised as I was reading through the list? And somebody in chat was like, "Oh, hang on, this means this too."
Mm.
Your Dominions get inside a Rhino. There's 5 of them. That Rhino gets a free game move. So does anything else in the Rhino.
The Retributors as well.
Retributors that have got Ministorum Heavy Flamers.
Which can become 6-inch range. And do more wounds. On turn 1!
6-inch pre-game move.
What? That's mental, Jay. Now, not quite.
Right, I'm gonna go.
There's
I'm
not
going home.
You are.
I'm going home.
That's the problem.
That's even worse.
It's happening on your doorstep, Jay.
Oh my god. Yeah. So that's an extremely obnoxious thing.
That's really
the whole list is very fast. Like that extra pre-game move, it's only 6 inches. But then you've got a 3-inch disembark. That means that unit's moved 9 inches. Then it can move another 6 inches, move to 15 inches. Then it's got flamers it can fire. Sure, it's not the move as if you haven't moved version of Sisters, which is a different order. But it doesn't really matter. Right? There's mortal wounds all over the place. There's redundancy. There's not a single unit in all of this, with the exception of the Sacristans, that is just 1 unit. Oh, and the Battle Sisters at the start, I guess, because they're attacks to fill a patrol.
Literally.
Everything is 2 of these.
Yeah. Or let's take
Something
2
goes
of
wrong.
all the good units.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good
great
list.
support characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I would say Val and Celestine are horrible, but they're really easy to protect in this sort of list as well. Because of the Rhinos moving early game, because of the Sacristans with Bodyguard. It's really good. The only problem is with putting the Dominions in the Rhino, I've found. Sorry, not the Dominions. Well, Dominions and the Retributors to get the pre-game move, is you can't Val them. You can't Val reroll them turn 1. Which is a shame.
That's true. It needs to be in your command phase.
Yeah. So, and they move before the game starts, so they're usually out of range, but they're also in a Rhino, so they can't be targeted.
But the benefit of that is you've got the option, because you do that pre-game move after rolling for first turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you roll first, cool, haven't made it, we're behind this piece of terrain.
Yeah.
Oh, we made it, great, you're dead.
Yeah.
And you just
exactly, yeah.
You
can still get the
safety,
reroll.
super good.
They still have the reroll aura, and she moves, and Val moves 8, so they're rerolling hit and wounds of 1, I believe, with Val.
Will be
as an aura, which is really good. So that was second, Mr. John Lennon.
And that was a very, very close match. So this list only lost to the person that won the event.
Mm-hmm.
And the final score of the last game of the event was 82 points to John Lennon. 84 points to Rich Siegler, who won the event.
2 points. Wowzer. That's close. That's
crazy close.
No, it's like 10 points difference, but 2 points is like insane.
2 points.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
2 of arguably the best players in the world. Players that get to play against each other a lot, obviously in the Art of Warhouse. They know the other players' sort of mindset and what they're going to do, so I'm guessing that's why it became so close. You can predict what your opponent's going to do because you know them so well.
Yeah, I bet they get so bored of playing each other, don't they? Bless you. Especially in like high level.
There's a reason they call Rich the Machine, right? I mean,
yeah. He just always wins. He does not care. Anyway, Mr. Machine, Mr. Siegler. What have we got? We've got Adeptus Mechanicus, who did win the event. He's using Forge World Metallica, which is new. But he's using this Qatari veteran cohort. So he's got the more expensive Drakari that are immune to blast, better leadership, more attacks, etc.
Yeah.
You know, just there's a few casual rules, you know.
Immune to blast. To be fair, that doesn't matter to me because I played the game where I really needed blast against 300 Tyranids or so and forgot that my weapons had blast.
Excellent.
So
Jay.
whatever.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Do they really need that as well as the rest of the stuff that they have?
No. Now, they are more expensive, but I suppose if people are taking, like, blast weapons to counter Admech, then you just, like, you just turn up as the machine and be like, lol, I don't care. Which is kind of
people were taking 3D printed Volkite Contemptors.
They were, yeah.
It's a strong character to Admech, so I think.
Yeah. So, Dogma for Metallica is, they do not suffer the penalty for advancing and firing assault weapons. They do not suffer the penalty for firing heavy weapons after moving. And, whilst the unit is within engagement range, the enemy unit treated as being at half strength, which can be good for morale purposes when you want them to take combat attrition.
Oh, I think it meant half strength as in, like, suddenly strength 2 instead of strength 4 or something.
No, no. So,
that would be horrible.
it's treated as being below half strength.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Okay, interesting. I wonder how much that came up, because running on 1s and 2s is twice as likely as running on just 1s, obviously.
Yeah.
And the number of times you get an extra person or 2 from there.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, I think.
It's amazing.
Makes a real big difference, for sure.
There says how they need to blast, they just stand further apart, which takes me back to playing in 7th edition, where I ended up playing an Imperial Guard player who measured like 1.99 inches between every single one of his guardsmen, because I had 3 Vindicators.
Nice.
Right.
Vindicators are still bad in 7th edition, so...
They were still terrible back then. You know? You could snipe characters if you accidentally scattered a blast marker onto them, though. You know, that was fun.
I'm not targeting the character, I'm targeting the unit, but now it's hitting you as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone over on him. Oh no.
Right, side tangent. Don't you just hate it when? Well, didn't you hate it when people played like blast weapons? I used to play knights.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
And they go, I'm going to target this guy on this side of the board, and I'm going to roll my dice on this corner of the board over here.
Yeah.
And then when I move, it's straight, it's horizontal. Right, I'm just going to copy it from my tape measure. Right, it's going that way. 9 inches. Like, oh no, stop.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they got rid of blast purely because of that.
Mate, so you and me both. Scatter dice were the worst. Like I had so many opponents that would deep strike. You used to be able to deep strike using the scatter dice, and if you deep strike into terrain, you suffered like a mishap.
Yeah,
which is usually your shit is dead.
Yeah,
you know. And like, oh no, I'm safe. Like, but you're not. It's not me trying to like bend the rules or anything or force you into a bad situation, but you literally landed in that fucking mountain.
Yeah,
you're not safe.
So glad they got rid of it. But like so many other
needed to go.
This is a tangent now. So many other companies had templates where they had numbers on them. You roll the dice and then you followed the number. That just makes more sense.
yeah, it does. Or you make a template with a little spinny arrow. Like that's your scatter dice.
Yeah, like Twister.
Like 40k Twister.
40k
Left
Twister.
Hand Space Marine. Right foot / demon.
Fuck.
See where this is going.
Oh man. Anyway, so the list, it uses loads and loads of CP before the game starts for loads of stuff that me and Jay probably don't understand, which is great. It's Admech! Woo!
No one understands it's Admech.
No.
That's it. We know that there's Mechanicus Locums, Architect Specialists, Artifactorum, and Host of the Intermediary, which comes to a combined total of 6 command points. When you only start with 12, and you're running 2 detachments, you're not gonna end. Oh no!
It's just running one.
No, it's just running 1. It's just that's the HQ from that is so far down.
Yes.
That I thought it was another detachment above it.
No. So he's got a techno archaeologist, which is basically the tech priest guy. one of the Tech Priest type guys.
Isn't this the one that was the Daedalus from Blackstone Fortress, now renamed, repackaged, and given to you as a techno archaeologist?
That's what he is. Yeah, so that is him. So he's like a Tech Priest with a little gun, an eradication pistol, should I say? So he's got like he can't deep strike within 12. He can.
Quite nice.
He can give Cataphron servitors infantry keyword in form of actions, and he can make you do that whilst shooting, which is cool. And he can heal stuff. And he's got 5+ in 1. So I don't think he's running
weirdly
services.
Not a single one of those Cataphrons in his list.
No, but he is.
Some would say it's because they're a bit pap at the moment.
Yeah, but he's only 80 points. Well, why is it? I wonder why he's taking him then. Let's have a look. He's got Mechanicus Locum, the relic from Metallica, which is the adamantine arm, which is Metallica model only. Strength ×3, -3, and 4 damage. Each time the bearer fights can make 1 attack with it. So he's strength 12 with his servo arm.
Yeah. It's not really a combat monster though. Let's be fair.
My apologies, I'm wrong. He's got the Metallic and Lung and the Ash Runner, which I believe is from the other expansion book. My apologies, I'm talking rubbish.
Okay, I don't have that book.
The Ash, I can get that one. I don't have the veteran cohort shite.
Okay.
Because I got the Furies instead.
Oh yes. Neither of us got the Book of Fire. Yeah.
Damn. My apologies, I'm talking rubbish about the Metallica Warlord trait and relic. It's the only downside with doing it live. You just have to find it there and then.
Can you just edit this out in like production?
So
does it have to be post-production? Can it just be production?
So he has Ash Runner, which is +3 move and +1 strength and attacks to the Warlord. And he has the Metallic and Lung, which is while an enemy unit is within 3 inches of the bearer, each time an attack made by a model in a friendly Metallic unit attacks an enemy unit, you can re-roll the wounds. It gives out re-roll wounds.
There you go.
So
there you go.
There we go. We found it.
And that's him and 2 marshals.
Yeah.
That give re-roll wound rolls of 1, but he gives out full Monty re-rolls for wounds.
Yes. That's
just horrifying.
While the enemy unit is within 3 inches, so you want to get him into combat. So, which is quite interesting. And then he has
with Ash Runner that obviously boosts his movement though, so those two synergize quite well.
Yeah, and he's a bit better in combat because of Ash Runner, +1 strength and attack.
Yeah.
So he's just like running around, being a little nasty boy, and then giving everyone else reroll wounds. It's quite interesting. What's the Locum? Mechanicus Locum. Or the Genitals.
Might that one up
It might be in here. I think that's in the Codex though.
Looking for Mechanicus.
Yeah, he's actually just pretty good, as Basil Platten has said. Is that the fact that he denies deep strike within 12?
Yeah, I've always liked that. That's why I'd pay the extra for the Space Marine unit that gets the deep strike 12 denial. I think it's super good.
Yeah, that's a Warlord trait strat. Right, okay. It'd be nice if they just said like Mechanicus Locum buys a Warlord trait. So I don't have the Skitarii veteran cohort, so the Skitarii Marshal has a relic from there and a Warlord trait from there. But the next Skitarii Marshal has Eyes of the Omnisia, or the Omnisire.
Oh, okay. The Genitals thing is a holy order, by the way. So it's one of those things that you can upgrade your commands with, like the Super Chaplain and Super Apothecary and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's what it does. He gets an ability, Adaptive Mastery. Once per battle, if the model's on the battlefield, when you use an Adeptus Mechanicus battle tactic stratagem, so got to be specifically from that subset of stratagems, reduce the CP cost of that stratagem by 1 CP.
Nice.
Only for that use. And it's got a progressive ability. Now, these are 2 things, right? So at the start of the battle, you get the initial part, and that's active. The advanced part has a thing that you can do in your command phase, and that's it. It's done at the start of your next command phase, and you go from having the initial part to the advanced part. So the initial part, biochemical aggression. In your command phase, if this part is active, this model set one friendly forward core, forward character services with 6 of this model. To start your next command phase, each time model you makes a melee attack, an unmodified hit roll of 6 automatically wounds the target.
Nice.
So 6s to hit become wounds.
Yeah.
This is very useful in this list because, as you'll see later on, there's lots of close combat stuff.
Yeah.
The advanced part, so in your command phase, you can do this action. In the next command phase, it becomes like live, it becomes active. You can select one friendly forge reward, character services, or forge reward servitors unit 6 of the model until start your next command phase. Each time the model in that unit would lose a wound, roll 1d6 on 6, it's not lost. So 6 up, feel no pain, instead of 6s to hit, becoming auto wounds if you need it.
But
that's
it's only
on
servitors.
servitors. So
Which I don't think he has. Maybe the character. No, the character isn't even a servitor. No
so
servitors.
You'd never go through the action. You'd never need to.
Yeah, it's just using that
fine.
first one then, which is pretty good. So then he's got this Skitarii Marshal, who we don't know because I don't have the book, but then he's got the other Skitarii Marshal with the Eyes of the Omniseer, which is basically choose a core unit within 9, a Skitarii core unit, or a core data tether unit, and give them reroll, advance, and charge rolls. Which is pretty boss.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Reroll advance, nice. Reroll charge, great. Reroll both, amazing.
Yeah. And then he's got Exemplar's Eternity, which is Skitarii Marshal only. While friendly models within 6, you reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1. Rather than just wound rolls. So, makes him into a little captain as well. And then he's got the Manipulus with a Lojai. What's a Lojai again? One day I'll learn the Admech and then they'll bring out a new one. He's got the other Holy Order, the Lojai. So command phase, if this part is active for this model, select a core unit within 6 inches. Until the end of the command phase, you ignore AP 1 and 2. Essentially, we've seen that a lot before. And then the advanced part is...
become Lucius.
Ignore cover for the second one for core or servitors units.
Nice.
So,
and this one reduces the strategic ploy stratagems by 1 command point as well, once per game.
Nice.
So, despite having spent quite a lot of CP right at the start,
there's lots of ways to ignore the costs.
You've got ways of kind of recouping that back just a little bit, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of points, command point. I think it's a fair trade.
It's good. So then he's got 1, 2, 3 units of 5 rangers. And then he's got a unit of 20 rangers. And they have the Program Retreat, Warlord trait, so they and units are within 9 inches.
It's just 19 rangers.
Is it 19 rangers and then the Alpha?
18 and the Alpha.
Oh, my apologies. He must have just dropped 1 for points then.
Yes.
So Program Retreat is basically 1 Skitarii core unit within 9 inches can fall back and then still shoot. So it's basically himself or another unit near him. So that's basically it. So not using any Vanguard in this list, except for 2 units of 5, but not using the dreaded Vanguard stratagem. He's using the other one. And then he's got 1, 2, 3 units of Infiltrators and 3 units of Ruststalkers. And pretty stacked units as well. Pretty stacked units. He's got 2 units of 5 Infiltrators, and then a unit of 8 Infiltrators, and then a unit of 8... Well, 2 units of 8 Ruststalkers. Excuse me, I'm going to have to grab a drink. And...
Okay. Yeah, 2 units of 8 and 1 unit of 10, basically. Slightly different weaponry on the Infiltrators. The bigger units got power swords, which obviously they're pretty good in combat. The Stub Carbine, I've got to go out on a limb and say, is that the 5-shot thing that they used to have? Just basically the Uzi, you just sort of pop up and just splash it everywhere. Sikaran Infiltrators, the Stub Carbine is 3 shots. No, it's a Fleshette Blaster, that's that one. So 3 shots, 18-inch range, straightforward, no AP, 1 damage. Taser Goads obviously are really, really good. I like Taser Goads a lot. Taser Goads make you strength 6. They give you -1 AP and do 1 damage. But every time you roll a 6 to hit, you get 2 extra hits. So when you're swinging with 2 attacks per model, and you've got a unit that's 5 strong, you're likely going to get 1 or 2 6s out of that. Obviously, you've got the chance of spiking high, but that really increases your chances of rolling well. Also, bear in mind, if you miss and you roll a 1, you can re-roll that with the Marshal, who's got the ability to re-roll 1s to hit and so on. It's good. I think you can buff that to 5s.
Yeah.
No, it's unmodified hit roll of 6. But
you can
there
buff
is
it to 5s as well.
Has a way of doing it, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure I've played against a stratagem that buffs it to 5s. Also, with that ability from the Genitors, for a core unit within 6 inches, a hit roll of a 6 automatically wounds. So then 1 wounds and then you get 2 more hits out of it, which is pretty cool.
Right.
I just can't remember what the strat's called now.
No, and frankly, if I could, I don't think
we know it's there. We know it's there.
On 5s and scores 2 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, tasty. Very, very close combat oriented. And there's still more. There's still more, which is madness. These units are super cheap. A unit of 5 guys that infiltrate, that will put out 25 shots and so on, is 85 points.
It's obnoxious. Are they like 3 wounds each? At toughness 3, granted, but 3 wounds each, I believe, or 2 wounds each.
2 wounds each. 2 wounds each. They're not Terminators. They're Primaris.
Not quite Terminators.
Robot people.
Yeah. They just got a whole bunch of attacks though, you know, like the Rust Stalkers have 3 and 4 attacks. That's like you know, 31 attacks on the big unit. You know.
And the Transceronic Blades aren't bad either.
Yeah.
Takes your strength 5.
Yeah.
-3, 1 damage. Unmodified wound rolls of 6 give you extra mortals on top. So again, we've got another list that's going to make use of just chucking mortal wounds at your opponent to get through.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter how good your invulnerable save is. Doesn't matter how tough you are. For a 6 to wound, I'm going to wound you, and you're taking some automatic damage as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like wowzer. So he's got a whole bunch of that obnoxiously cheap elites. To top it off, he's got some Taraxis sterilizers, which have the what are they equipped with? Sorry,
they got flamers,
the phosphor torch. So, yeah, the flamers. Assault D6 from 4 -1 and 1 damage with talons as well. So obviously they have the strat where they can shoot and then jump up as well and get out of the way.
Yeah.
If they need it, or they're just super fast. They move 12 with flamers, which auto hit.
8d6 auto hits is 28 hits on average. Can't
advance
turn
and
a
shoot.
Blind eye to that, you know.
Advance and shoot though, that's the thing as well. You're moving on average 15 to 16 inch a turn, and then shooting 12. So the threat range is massive. Obliterates like any screening whatsoever. So then your Rust Stalkers and stuff can then charge because they've obviously deep deployed forwards. Because they do that because they're infiltrators now. Because they used to deep strike, now they just deploy outside the deployment zone. And they're only 170 points as well.
Yeah, they can't take the hits too well. They've got 2 wounds apiece, but they're still only toughness 3.
Yeah, with a 4 save.
And they've got a 4-up armor save, so they're a little bit glass cannony.
The thing is with them though, because
you're in the right place and you'll do what you need to do.
Yeah, if you don't go first, they're generally hidden anyway, because they're infantry, you know, so hide behind obscurity. If you go first, you just advance and shoot something, and then jump off the board, and then come down next turn and do it again. So the thing is with them is they are really weak, but played right and played if you needed it, they're definitely getting 2 turns of use out of it.
Yeah, your opponent can be in a position where they can't hit them at all, ever.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's a lot more that you can set for other units that do similar things. Like, you think like Seraphim, right, where we just spoke about in John Lennon's list. They do a very similar thing. They can deep strike, absolutely nail something with flamers, but then they're there. They're stuck there. They can advance and shoot. They can't. I don't think they can advance and shoot flamers with the pistols, but they can move out, shoot flamers, do the same thing. These guys can advance and then jump off the board. It's
solid.
It's pretty good.
Very solid.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They do have a 5+ invuln. They can fall back and charge, which is cool. And when they fight, they get +1 attack on the turn they charge.
I did forget you can't use rerolls against them. Actually, that's a good one to point out. The reason I forgot that is, of course, that I don't actually have rerolls in my
So why do they ignore rerolls?
Basil Playton says, a little more durable than 2 wounds, 4+5++ suggested you can't use rerolls against them, but still not exactly tough. No, I'm not seeing that anywhere on the data sheet. So if that is a strat that you can use, sure.
Probably a stratagem
then. If it is, you're starting to run out of CP, especially when you've already blown half your CP on the... Rerolls
I was talking about infiltrators, my apologies.
Right, sure.
Yeah. We were talking about the Tyraxi, my apologies. But yeah, infiltrators ignore rerolls if you're within 12. Which is pretty boss, to be fair. I did not know they had that.
It's pretty good. But I was talking about the Tyraxi being obviously a little bit less durable.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of things that are also a little bit on the spindly side, Cerberus Raiders.
A whole
2
bunch.
units. 1 unit of 9, unit of 7. And these are one of my favourite things in the game ever. They've got this great ability. Let me just look at the name for it, because I know I'm going to get this wrong.
Skirmishing line?
Yes. Yeah. You just get to make a normal move, start the battlefield. Okay? It's great. It's a normal move, and you've got movement 12.
Yeah.
You can be anywhere you want, pretty much, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
And these are snipers, basically. You ignore the lookout sir rule with them. It doesn't work against the bodyguard units like we talked about earlier on, but if you get a wound roll of 6, you get a mortal wound on the target.
Yep.
So, okay, you've accidentally left your character close enough to an edge. We've got movement 12, we've got 12-inch range pistols, whip round the side, bam, 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 bam. Oh, I've killed him with mortal wounds. Don't bother taking your saves, bro.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure they have a funky stratagem as well that's unique to them. That lets them move when you charge them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
What it's called.
Basically, when you declare a charge against them, you have like a charge reaction, like you used to have back in the old days of Warhammer, where you can move the unit. Now, this means a couple of things. Firstly, if you're playing against them, never ever declare a multi-charge against this unit and something else, because they can do with their move then is they can move and block you. And in 9th edition, if you can't make all of the charges against the things you declared against, your charge fails. So because they've blocked you from getting to the unit, you can't make that charge anymore. You don't even charge this unit, and suddenly they've got better field position just because you declared a charge.
Yeah.
It means you can put them on an objective that you know your opponent is going to want to get, and this was used by Richard in the last game against John, where he put them across the middle objective, knowing that John was going to have to charge them, knowing he could use the stratagem, move out the way, the charge would fail, and he's kind of stuck there. Obviously, John was expecting that, and you're forcing your opponent to spend CP.
It is 2 CP. It's called Tactica Obliqua.
There you go. You're making the opponent play your game. Now, they can declare their charge target again, but you've got movement 12.
Yeah.
They can't be within an inch of you when they declare their charge, or they're already in combat. So you move 12 inches away, you're now over 12 inches away. So you can't be declared again.
Yeah.
You just like...
Yeah, just straight up, just do what you want.
On.
You could just go, if they want to charge multiple stuff, you can go get in the way so they can't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or you can move away to a position where you can't charge both anymore. So
yeah. You could even move to a position where your characters can then heroic intervene and just give them some stick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, you've made the charge, but now you've made the charge. I've got these guys that are going to give you a kicking.
Yeah, exactly. So really, really good stratagem, and obviously targeting characters as well, which is obviously really good as well. And then he's got, to finish it off, a Dune Rider, the transport, which can transport Rust Stalkers. So probably a big fat unit of 10 in there, or maybe one of the smaller units and a couple of characters maybe.
From memory, it basically spent the last game in the bottom left corner of the map. So nice. I think it had some Rust Stalkers in. In a ruin.
Nice.
It's that side of one, I think.
Yeah. So great list. A combat admech, you know? Combat admech, which is fun. So it's all advancing, ignoring the penalties for assault weapons and ignoring heavy weapons. And then it's just got all these other extra benefits whilst being in Metallica, because they have a lot of cool stratagems, which are good for combat as well. So it's nice to see something different. It's using the exact same units, just more on the extreme side when it comes to combat. And it's a combat base rather than just being like, here's 20 Vanguard, they all shoot. Here's some Iron Striders, they all shoot type thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, we know that Rich is a player that's very intelligent and uses as much information about the event as he can do when writing his list. You've got to think that the kind of terrain that was at the event with these massive, great big blocks of obscuring and then some smaller blocks in the middle of the table on half the maps is going to have played a part in writing this list. You've got things that are very fast. You've got your raiders, your sterilizers, you've got your infiltrators that start up the board, and you've got an army that just gets into close combat and does really well against anything it engages in close combat against because of the mortal wound output. It doesn't matter if you're facing a knight, you're probably not going to kill it in one go, unless you're really lucky. But it doesn't matter if you're facing something that's super tough and super durable, or you're facing 20 witches or something. You know, you're going to get those wounds going through, you're going to get the mortals through. Weight of dice is going to cause your opponent to start just crumbling in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can't shoot you back because it's very difficult to get line of sight on you.
Yeah, exactly. Someone in chat just said that he used the transport for the Taraxi because they can also get in.
There you go.
So they're hard to hide because they're so wingy and so high, but they can just go in the Doom Ride and sit behind a piece of terrain, sit in the obscuring ruin, stay on the front line, deploy 3, move 12 plus D6, shoot, fly off the board. Lol. Laugh in the chat, LMAO.
Can you fly off the board if you got out of a transport?
Oh, no, you can't because you're set up.
Because you were set up, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether he's playing it like that, I don't know. Probably not, but
pass. But it was a GW event with a GW judge, so if they ruled it that way, you can probably guess that that's the way the FAQ is going to be when we get AdMech FAQ mark 3,237.
Yeah. So someone, I know someone asked in the chat, is Patrick said, what do you think realistically needs to be done to fix AdMech? The nerf from GW hasn't knocked them off their perch at all. They're too strong and no fun to play it at all against. I don't think a lot of people who play them have fun with it either, because there's so much going on that they have to remember. People are winning events are having a great time, but the average Andy who's going down to the game store on a Tuesday night with his AdMech book, he's probably annoyed about it as well because he's that guy now and he doesn't want to be.
For me, the nerf would be drop the unit sizes.
Yeah,
because so this list is a very big departure from the AdMech list that we're seeing at the moment.
It's very different, which is cool.
Here's 120 bodies to 140 bodies on a table. Good luck getting through it. We've got OBSEC. If you're not a vehicle, we can just crush you off the table anyway. This list is very, very different to that.
Yeah.
But it still makes good use of that one big blob. And the strat for the Rangers isn't quite as good as the strat for the Vanguard, appreciated. But for those normal AdMech lists, which is what we've been seeing, that have been super oppressive to deal with, if you make the stratagems not just cost 2 CP for the unit where you're going to fire it 3 times the game anyway, if you really, really want to, but make the unit less efficient by making it only 10 man, that works.
Yeah. They have so many stackable rules, and they have done for a long time. But now it feels like they've got even more stackable rules because every codex now has upgradable characters, give warlord traits or relics to normal units, etc. Warlord traits or relics are really good, but when you can take so many and put them everywhere, it gets a little bit too much, and you upgrade characters to do extra stuff, and when you just have so much rule stacking, it makes everything hyper efficient, and that's the problem with AdMech, is everything is hyper efficient. You've seen the same units over and over again, you're just seeing them in different combination, but they have so many stackable rules, so it doesn't really matter what dogma you're using because they all do the same thing. Right. You've got ignore AP, you've got Fallout and still shoot, like program retreat is in every list, so ultimately they either need to kill all the extra rules or hike the points up so much that you just don't get as much because they are hyper efficient,
I don't think the points change is the way to do it though.
If they had less stuff on the board,
I agree with the comment in chat that was like, this is the easiest fix, because it is the easiest fix. but I don't think it's the best fix.
No, there isn't a good fix except for bringing out a new codex. I think that's the best.
Yeah,
fix.
I mean that's kind of it, because you're talking about making a fundamental change to units if you really want to change it. So you either have a hard limit on the number of buffs you can get each turn. Right? That's not a completely out there solution. Or you have a limit on how efficient those buffs can be, and those buffs can only be made more or less efficient by changing the number of things that they affect. Doesn't matter if the points cost of that unit is higher, because the buff will still be worth as much. It's just the unit itself might not be worth as much as its points cost indicates. But if you change the unit size, or you change the way that characters interact with units. So let's say, for instance, Admech are a bunch of toaster boys. They're all basically computers. If you run too much stuff on your computer at one time, it crashes. Therefore, it can only be influenced by reroll hit rolls, or reroll wound rolls, or +1 AP and +6 siege range, or something else. Because they're all efficient, and all of those buffs are still efficient. But if you don't stack them all, it becomes less efficient because you're not getting that one basically Death Star unit. The other thing really is that, like the Sisters book, and like we said earlier on, this book has everything in. It doesn't have a Chaplain style character, not really.
No.
It doesn't have a psychic phase, but it's got really good shooting. It's got very good close combat, and it's got a really nice toolbox full of stuff that clever players can take advantage of to just get the edge in the games that they're playing. That makes it very, very dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Someone in chat just said the easiest fix is to release the Custodian's Codex because that'll be more OP. Any codex.
No.
Just release a codex just so it's more OP. There we go. Done.
If they release the Custodes Codex without a substantial increase to the model range of the Adeptus Custodes, it's going to be shite.
Yeah.
Because think about the Custodes list that we talked about earlier on. There were 3 Sagittarium Guard. Sorry, 3 Custodian Guard, Trajan, and a Shield Captain on bike.
Yeah.
And the rest of it was Forge World.
Yeah.
So suddenly you need to tell Forge World to stop making Telemons, stop making Galatas and Achilles, stop making Aquilon Terminators, and so on. And you need to really increase your plastic range of Custodians, which is a good thing because you're getting more units, but a bad thing because you don't need that many units to make a Custodes army because they're all really expensive, which means that those boxes won't sell as much,
so
which means those boxes need to be more expensive. So careful what you wish for.
Yeah. It's really tough, but ultimately the Admech Codex is found at its foundation broken. Because it just, functionally it's fine, but it's just functionally too good, you know?
Yeah, it operates at a level that the other codexes don't. The thing is, though, if you took this book and banned it at every event, because look, codex is too strong and all this, you know, no Admech.
Yeah.
You get the same problem.
Yeah, it just filters down.
You just move it. That's all. This or Drukhari wins pretty much every event past that point. Those 3 books are stronger than any of the other books that are out at the moment. I don't think the Orc book is as strong. I think the Orc book is strong, but I don't think it competes like pound for pound on that level. The Thousand Suns and Grey Knights Codex, there's some cool tricks with Grey Knights, you know, from what I've managed to read of the Codex myself. And it's changed my Grey Knight army a little bit, but not as much as people might think. But they're not on the same power curve. So our Codex creep kind of went up and up and up, and it Drukhari and Sisters and Admech, and then it sort of went like that a little bit and came right down off the top, I think. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with every Codex being super powered. So it doesn't matter to me if every single 9th edition codex is up here, and every single one of them is on the same level, and all your 8th edition codexes are down here.
Because they're the balance against
it's gonna
each
be
other.
Fair, exactly. and you'll end up with you getting your night vision codex, and you'll be just as strong as everybody else. I reckon if the next like broken ninth ed codex is either going to be the next Xenos book,
yeah,
or Imperial Guard. Those two are going to be the ones that everyone looks at and goes, "Fucking hell."
Yep.
Okay, I guess I'm buying $5,000 worth of Krieg stuff because they're 4 points a model or something, and I need 2,000 of the damn things.
Yeah, exactly. Des says, would that make me better balanced without the supplements, though? The thing is that the supplements in this list are really good because he's using it to protect his one big blob, but the supplements aren't really needed. The supplements aren't the problem. Some are.
When the latest supplement came out, there were a lot of people like, well, you know, they're 2 points more expensive. So that's kind of the nerf that we needed to bring AdMech in. And there's a lot of players that were already playing AdMech that said, you know what?
I don't want to do that.
At 2 points is fine because of the extra things I get. And it's about on par with just regular Codex AdMech. It's just a slightly different playstyle. Now, I think that's a great thing. I think all the books with their special detachment should be like that. Here's a solid alternative to playing that army if you just want to play a different way. Yeah, I'd love to see more stuff like that because it's not mandatory at that point. It's an option that you've got. Yeah. Whether you agree with rules for armies being in books and stuff, especially so close to Codex release or whatever, is an argument for another time.
We've done that one
by itself.
We've done that one, yeah.
But I like the fact that you can do it this way if you want. Yeah. But the book isn't more powerful with that supplement. No. At all.
It just plays differently. It gives them another rule, as we've said, is the problem. Yeah. But it also makes them more expensive at the same time. And ultimately, every list isn't using the supplement. This one is, but this is also the first list that's used it. So
yeah, well, certainly the first big profile player, a big profile event that's used this list and won the event. Yeah.
But you know, we looked at
Rich is a very clever guy. You know, he'll find synergy, he'll find efficiency, he'll get the balance, and he'll put the reps in because that's what he does to get that refined down to its most beautiful, wonderful thing. Right? We're talking about the guy that came up with the Leviathan Brohammer list. So you can find that out of anything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, how would you fix it, chat? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments. But otherwise, that's the end of the list review. So now we can just sit and chat and chill for a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people.
So what are you doing with your Thousand Suns and Grey Knights then? Sound they've got new books.
So, this Thursday, Jay, me and Neil will be live streaming from approximately 7 p.m. And we'll be doing a battle report. I've got the Mutilith Vortex Beast because they're boss.
Awesome. I said when that book got announced, Mutilith Vortex Beasts, buy stock in them now. They're going to be awesome. They're not as powerful as I hoped they were going to be, but they're going to get some table time now, which is amazing because I love that model. Yeah, they are. It's super cool. I've painted 2. Sort of.
I've painted twice. It's a really cool one. 145 points, though. That's the big thing. And the powers automatically happen now. So it's basically 2 extra psychic powers. Even if it's like just 2 more wounds to do 2 different units, it's just free. It just happens. Nice. It's cool. It's really cool. Good Leader says, I'd fix the AdMech book with fire. Which was hilarious.
The Book of Fire didn't fix the AdMech book.
No, you fix the AdMech book with fire.
No, I don't think that's going to work.
I've got a lighter.
They just terminate and they walk through it.
I'm not new to setting books on fire when they needed it, so. But if you're watching on chat, in about probably like 10 minutes, we're going to be going over to Discord and look at memes, !Discord, and then we'll be doing Witch reviews as well. If you want to share, what you've been working on this evening, then do join in and post some stuff on there. In Model Showcase for Stream. That's what it's called now. I like to change the name of it.
What about your Grey Knights? You got anything planned for those? Because you've got Toby's old Grey Knights, right?
Yeah, but we've also borrowing a friend of ours called Tom. He's got a massive Grey Knights army. He's been collecting Grey Knights since Demon Hunters Codex. And we
I had that book. That was a good book.
Yeah, exactly. So Neil used that army when I played him with the Slanesh Demons. So he's going to be using that army again. But he's wrote a cool list. We're not sure whether we want to run loads of Terminators or 4 Dread Knights. One being a Grandmaster.
Oh.
Because we have the technology.
That's good.
Yeah.
That helps. Everyone's super down on Terminators. And I don't think they should be. I think regular Terminators are super good. Because right now, there's something I discovered yesterday, which a few other people have cottoned onto already, which is if you take a detachment from the Brotherhood, the Rapiers, you've got a psychic power and a stratagem that when combined give you +1 attack and exploding 6s to hit become 2 hits, right? Both these things are good. There's a stratagem you can use that when you... no, it's not a stratagem, it's psychic power, I think. When you roll a 6 to wound, then you do a mortal wound. No, it's a chaplain power. Chaplain power. 6s to wound become mortal wounds. So you got 6s to hit, explode, and become extra hits. So you roll a load of dice, and 6s to wound become mortal wounds in addition to their damage. And if you put Empiric Annihilation, which is a Brotherhood power, no, it's fuck's sake, it's the
Dominus
normal Grey Knight powers. No, normal Grey Knight powers. It is Santic Discipline. Then you get +1 damage with Nemesis weapons. And then, let's talk about stacking rules, shall we? You have the benefit, which I believe is another power, for 6s. No, it's the Tide. The Tide is 6s to wound become a mortal wound. So suddenly, you go in there, your melee hits, you're getting +1 attack because of your Brotherhood strat. You're getting +1... Sorry, you get 6s exploding as well, on top of all of that.
Yeah.
All of your 6s to hit become 2 hits. All of your 6s to wound become 2 hits. Sorry, 2 wounds and 2 mortal wounds.
Wow. That's a lot.
And all of those wounds do an extra point of damage as well.
Are you writing this down, Neil?
So if you take falchions on a regular strike boy, he gets 5 attacks.
Nice.
Because 1 extra for the falchions, 1 extra for the spell.
Yeah.
And everyone's super about that. But I think you take Terminators instead. Because the issue with Grey Knights has always been getting them into combat.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone would take first to the fray on some kind of choppy character, sometimes a Dread Knight. You deep strike a load of stuff in, you gate something else over, he'd start running in and go, come on lads, re-roll all your charges.
Yeah.
You don't have that anymore. You get +1 to charge, and an 8 on 2d6 is still not a sure thing.
No.
So the issue is getting them into combat. For me, I think the hot take there is to take Terminators instead. Because your Terminators, they move slightly slower, it's not ideal. Your first turn, your unit of Terminators moves and fires 40 Stormbolter shots at your opponent, which you can buff. That's good. You got a Tide for it. Your other unit of Terminators deep strike somewhere else on the board. One of those units of Terminators then gets to move after shooting in the psychic phase, so he gets to double move that turn. This is nice. The other one's just chilling out somewhere else. Give one of those units falchions, but give the other one swords. Because think about all of those attacks that you're re-rolling wounds with Hammer Hand for.
Yeah.
When you hit with a falchion, if you're in the right Tide, and you've got all the other buffs with the Empiric Annihilation and stuff on, you're doing a hit of Strength 4, minus a couple, damage 1, becoming damage 2.
Yeah.
When you hit with a sword, you're doing attacks at Strength 5 for a start, minus 3, damage 2, becoming damage 3.
Big change.
And when you fail your charge, which you're likely to f***ing do, you're a Terminator, you've got 3 wounds and a 2-up armor save. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Just way more survivable, you know? when your body just so precious. So
I really like that. So I'm going to take 20 Terminators and be damned for all of you to say Terminators are terrible. And make it work.
Pars Alien said, what about Interceptors? They move 12, cast Hammer Hand instead for full reroll wounds on that tasty double mortal wounds.
Yeah. I've got 1 unit of Interceptors in my list, but I'm probably using those for doing things like grabbing me, engage on all fronts, retrieve Octarius data, which is why there's 2 units of Servitors in there. Super cheap. I don't care what Servitors do, they're 30 points there. Shit. You know? And they can then do actions and stuff that my current army, which is full of giganto robots, can't do.
No,
so we
it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird.
Weird.
There was someone earlier in chat was talking about saying that Admech and Dark Eldar should be banned until they're fixed, which I thought was an interesting.
But not
point.
Sisters.
But not Sisters.
You're a Sisters player, aren't you?
Yeah, Sisters Sim.
You are.
Sisters Sim.
Sisters player.
Again, the problem is, which we've kind of spoke about before, I think we've kind of touched on that subject before. If you decide to start banning one thing, you create your own meta, which will be Sisters in this case. And it kind of doesn't really help the issue. All it does is change the issue. Because you used to see it a lot with like people banning Forge World and then allowing Forge World, especially when it was so broken. And being like, well, Forge World is super broken, so we'll ban Forge World. And then, all right, Imperial Knights are actually pretty good as well. They're similar to Forge World, so we'll ban those as well.
I've been to events that wouldn't allow special characters.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some special characters are bullshit, like we've talked about more than Val, you know? But should we ban them? Yeah. Maybe, but that does also mean if they stop appearing in top lists because they're all banned, they'll never get fixed. Which is also another issue.
You're often not playing at a tournament. I mean, almost all of my games are tournament games because I don't have time to take time out during the week and just play a random fun game. But for most people, I'd say that's probably not the case, where they're getting a lot of practice games in, they're going to their club once a week, twice a week, go to tournament once a month. You know, if you're not playing those like tournament rules, so you can't use Admech, you can't use this, you can't use that, that's it. And sorry, Timmy, we know you've played Admech for years, but your army's bullshit, so get in the corner and shut the fuck up. You know,
play 500 points down, Timmy.
To the poor fucker. You're not playing the same game.
Yeah.
And like Mikey said, all that happens is you end up with like Hellstorm meta. You can't play special characters and Admech's bullshit. LVO meta, where everything's allowed because it's the LVO. LGT meta, where Zach decided he didn't like Sisters that day, so all the another.
You can only play if you want to play against 700 people. But I just want to shout out to Zuper65 for the Prime. Hell yeah, thank you, really appreciate it. Nice. Yeah, look at the Prime. I just wrote Prime in chat. Really appreciate it. So you just end up, what we're trying to say is basically you just end up creating your own meta, which on a Tuesday night, beer and pretzels type, going down to the club and having a game, if that's what all you do, maybe talk to your opponent and agree on that. But in general, whether maybe it's all a big ploy. Games Workshop are like, we'll make Admech super broken for 3 months so everyone buys the army, then we'll make them nerfed again. Maybe they are doing that. Maybe they're overtuning stuff on purpose. It's a very real possibility. But it's kind of like we are almost at the mercy of that because we're playing their game.
You always are. Yeah. It's their game. You can either choose to play the game or not. It's that simple. And if you're a competitive player, then there's literally 2 things you can do. You can either continue playing the army that you have always played, like I do, because you want to be the best with that army, or you can pick up whichever army is the best to try and have the best chance of winning the event because you just want to be the best.
Yeah.
The difference between 40k and say a video game sport like an esport is that frequently an esport is free to change your character.
Yeah.
40k, you're looking £500 plus.
Yeah.
But you've always got it. Remember that. If you want to be the guy that chases the competitive meta, you have to understand that there is a financial cost to doing so.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. It's not for me.
Yeah.
You know?
I do think it's a business model. I do think that it is because they've been making this game competitive for a few years now. You think Games Workshop are like, oh, well, it's not really a competitive game. It's called matched play for a reason. And that was the whole ideology behind it. We'll make it matched play, which is designed for competitive play.
Games Workshop had their own tournaments. The Games Workshop Grand Tournament was something that I remember going to watch. Friends of mine were entering in the 6th edition of Warhammer Fantasy. So back when 3.5 was about for 40k players. You know, that's a fair time ago. They've always been doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Codex creep is real. Sometimes it's a bit more. It's not codex creep. It's codex run. You know, but it happens, and it's actually good for the game. Because if it didn't exist, and all you did was play the same thing over and over and over again, you'd get bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Off and on, I've been playing this game and this hobby for 25 years. It's the thing I've done the longest in my life. I probably wouldn't still be doing it if it was exactly the same thing again and again and again and again and again.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I'm trying to think of saying like, better the devil you know, or, you know, it's the kind of like the shit sandwich, you know? The shit sandwich. It's like... We really love this game because it's so varied. It costs us so much, and some things become broken very quickly, and we don't know how to deal with it for about 6 months. But I love the models, and it's really fun to play with friends. Yeah. The shit sandwich.
Yeah. You get plenty of new toys coming out, you know, and that makes everything cool.
Yeah, exactly.
How many of you in the chat right now are absolutely, like, frothing at the mouth over getting some brand new guard sculpts next week, or this weekend coming, or some new orc sculpts this weekend coming? Yeah. You know?
I should really make a video with that, because mine's just sat on the shelf. Thanks, Games Workshop.
Yeah, you probably should. If you want to send me some Krieg stuff, I'll do a painting video for you.
Oh, yeah. Can I put it on my own channel?
No.
Oh. Suddenly less excited. I was going to do them grimmed out.
You can put it on your channel, and I'll put it on my channel as well.
Excellent. But yeah, so it's just like Games Workshop release stuff every single week, pretty much. Unless they're doing a 2-week pre-order, like now. But it's like every week they release a new model. They announce a new model every Monday. They've got to make them good. And they've got to make all models good as well, because they keep needing to sell. So I do think it's a business model. Do I like it? No. Am I angry about it? Also no. Because it just, as Jay said, it keeps it fresh, you know? We can bitch about we were bitching about Drakari 3 weeks ago, you know. Now we're bitching about Admech. And then, you know, next month we'll probably be bitching about Beast Boss on Squigosaurs, you know.
Oh mate, they're actually broken.
That's just how it is, you know. That's just how the world works. That is how the world. That's the other Jeff. That's the other.
How did you get rid of Admech and stuff? Where you mortal wound spam them? There's 4 mortal wounds a hit.
Exactly. So, you know, as I said, like, I don't like the idea of it being a business model, but they've got me by the balls, so fucking ring them out, gamers.
Chaos Theory, there's absolutely no reason to be worried there. He says, one thing I'm worried about is they finally release all the codexes, and then in 6 months, announce a new edition. I will tell you now, flat out, money on the table, GW were writing stuff for 10th edition the weekend that 9th edition was released. Yeah. Why would you not?
Yeah, they work, and I was talking to Jez Bickham, the lead studio manager of Age of Sigmar. When I met him in 2018...
so he's doing this year's releases?
He was working on 2022. He's doing next year's releases, so now he's working 3 years ahead. And the games are on 3-year cycles. Look at 8th edition, 3 years. Age of Sigmar, 3 years twice, you know? The game's on a 3-year cycle. They will 100% release every single codex, blop some campaign books out for filler, and then drop a new edition.
Yeah.
Because they'll be ready for Indomitus 2. They'll be ready for Indomitus 2. It'll be like Space Marines versus maybe Chaos Space Marines, and when they finally get 2 wounds. That'll be the one. It's been a year, gamers. I forgot that was the title, Jay. I forgot that was the title of the stream. I was thinking earlier, oh, what did I call the title? It was Chaos Space Marines 2 wound announcement birthday party. That was the title of the stream. That can be next week. That can be next week.
Chaos still won't get 2 wounds.
No, they won't. They'll get it in 10th edition.
Cultists will.
Yeah, Chaos Cultists on 2 wounds. Hell yeah.
Chaos Space Marines.
40k is supposed to be moving to a 5-year cycle. I think that's someone being like very, very hopeful. Really crossing the fingers.
I can't see that at all.
Yeah.
I just can't. Look at it from this perspective, right? I'm a business. I make a product that sells out every 3 years. Why would I add 2 entire
almost
years?
double it? Yeah.
Over the space of 15 years, I could sell it 3 times, or I could sell it 5 times.
Yeah. Exactly. All they're gonna do is wait until you're bored, right, and then release a Primarch and then a new edition. Yep. They'll wait.
Yeah.
They'll wait.
If GW need to make some money, which I mean they don't. They've got loads. Share prices are still skyrocketing.
Yeah.
They need to make some money. They take one of the Primarchs they've already got.
Yeah.
Built and sprues made and everything, and just go. Oh, it's just a fuzzy potato photo of. It's like on the internet.
It's like the TikTok sound where they come on screen and they go, "Ding dong," and he's like waiting for your wallet.
Yep.
It's funny.
There you go.
But that is it, and I think it's time for memes, Jay.
It is always time for memes,
and I think
it is now specifically time for memes.
Yeah, I think it would be remiss to not mention some changes that are coming up on the channel. It is with great sadness that is actually Jay's weekly scheduled meme session is coming. Well, this is the second to last one because next week will be his last show on the Monday 40k show with me as a scheduled thing, which is a real big shame.
It's not going to be the last one ever, almost for sure. We'll be back.
Yes.
But it will be more of a guest role than regular co-host. So.
Which is a real big shame.
Mikey and I had a big fight at Hellstorm, and I put him through a table. And then I got chair-shotted by Neil in the back, which I thought was really low. And since then, that's it. We're on the quit. No, it's honestly nothing personal at all. That noise you just heard, that's my phone telling me I've got a painting lesson coming up soon. As a business, myself as a business entity, Mohawk Miniatures needs to grow and needs to do what I need to do to make sure that is the case. And I'll be able to offer more painting lesson slots, which you can find through Patreon. I'll be able to spend time, if I don't have students, editing videos for my weekly YouTube upload or Patreon upload. And unfortunately, no one has managed to create me a 40-hour workday yet, which is super selfish. I mean, come on. Get me a 40-hour workday, and then suddenly I won't need to do any of these things, and we could stream for 8 hours on a Monday, which would be amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
But that doesn't exist. And my week is always full. I spend 80 hours a week working, including this time, and the rest of my time I spend seeing my girlfriend. And to do the things that I need to do to help my business grow, something has to be sacrificed. And I thought about dumping my girlfriend. I'm only saying that because she's not in earshot.
Yeah, that's okay. She'll be watching.
If
you get the text, man, you can just text me later and we can just pretend this conversation never happened.
Yeah, don't clip this, anything, all right? But it's got to do. It's got to do that.
Exactly. So, as time goes on, things have to change. That just has to be one of them. So this will be the second to last meme show with Jay. So next week, it better be bloody bangers,
Yeah, we need some solid memes, all right? Wall-to-wall, solid gold memes.
Let's have a look. Let's see what they did. Last week, we didn't have one, so you've had 2 weeks to prepare. But the week before was pretty subpar. It was pretty subpar, not going to lie. But let's have a look from today.
The Hunt for Red October meme, I thought, is pretty subpar anyway. The meme I made that I didn't put on the internet is much better.
When it's 6 p.m. GMT and the Hellstorm isn't live, we were live at 6:01. Shut up, Jake. Shut up, Jake.
We're never live at 6 p.m.
No, that's our thing. Sadly, realistically, there probably is going to be a different co-host next time, but I'm going to start before 6 with them just to make a point, and then I can say it was all your fault. That's how it's going to work.
You can do if you want, but I think that I've made the phone call to you on Discord every time.
No.
Bar one.
No.
know.
Brilliant.
This is class.
Ultras, what about the Codex Astartes laid down by our Primarch Gulliman? Templars, the Codex is more unit guidelines than actual rules. Brilliant.
More guidelines.
Guidelines. What a great movie. What a great movie. Excellent. Eldar, faster, better technology, better psychic powers, and nigh immortal. Astartes, basically a Swiss Army knife for any conceivable combat scenario. Tau, guns so good they can blast the hell out of you before you even enter the same time zone. And Imperial Guard, apes together strong.
Brilliant.
That's quite good. I like that one. I like that one. Are you looking at Jay's sideways cam? That's what it looks like to me. That's why. That's Jay's sideways cam. That's all I get. I get sideways. I have to deal with everything else.
The camera is on its side because it fits better in frame this way. And then Mikey just rotates it in OBS.
Yep. Lewa. That's quite funny.
This is great.
I like that one.
Guillotine.
That's brilliant. I love it.
Is that is he? Wow, he's holding the FAMAS, right?
Yes.
Someone went deep
Chef.
with this meme.
What's one of those, Jay? Tell the chat about it.
No, the FAMAS is the French-made assault rifle, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
She's holding that instead of the slugger.
Gun. Brilliant. A FAMAS. There we go. Oh, what's this clip?
Quality stuff.
Love a good clip.
Tiny asshole. I remember this from yesterday.
Tiny asshole.
Tiny asshole.
Never forget.
Tiny asshole.
Yes. Tiny assholes. Good boy.
You say something, you're like,
rip.
Oh, damn it, I said that. This one's good. This one is good.
It's first tournament in ages. Let's fucking go. I like how there's text behind it. We'll read that in a minute, but it says, sisters do what? Sisters do how many melter shots turn one? Lol.
You know, so that was the problem, right? Vince picked up all these dice to start shooting with, and I'm like, how many sisters are you shooting with? 4. I'm like, right. You know, he's holding 8 dice, and they fire twice. Each one fires 2 shots.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I forgot that.
Yeah.
That's so much worse than I thought it was going to be. that was so bad.
It's bad. It's very bad. Brilliant. Elliot James's powers maybe taken a while, but I done the thing. Golden Grahams. Golden Grahams? What is this American shit? I don't know what they have. Do they have these in the UK? Maybe.
I think so.
I've never seen them before.
I love how it's Hellstorm Wargaming as well.
Hellstorm Wargaming TM with that big fat Discord logo.
Yeah.
I still don't understand it.
I'm gutted that you didn't go full in on the Hellstorm because you didn't change the Discord logo. This is a subpar meme to me.
Oh yeah, it says Hellstorm Wargaming right there.
4 out of 10. No commitment.
Elliot told me to do that at Bolter. You've been brewing that one, have you, for a week and a bit? Oh dear.
Jay, when he sees that meme, no, Jay loves being a meme. I mean, look at me. I look like a fucking cartoon character. I'm quite happy to be a meme.
Brilliant. And there it is. Try burning my codex again. I dare you.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Excellent work. Excellent work. Well done, everyone.
Is that from the Mechanicus game?
I don't think so. It's just artwork into it and then Terminator 2.
It just looks awesome.
It does look awesome. But
well done, dude.
Very good. Very good. But Jay, are you going to be shooting off now?
I do need to. I've got to get a little bit of lesson prep done, and then I'm teaching somebody how to paint marble bases for their Black Templars army.
Excellent.
This is going to look unbelievably sick when we're done. See an entire army done like this. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
It's going to be cool. Well, there you go. Well, thank you very much, Jay. Really appreciate it.
No worries, dude. Thanks for having me on, as always. I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, so we'll see Jay on this show on Monday. If not, you want to watch him tomorrow, you can at 9 p.m. Or you watch him Thursday at 9 p.m. We'll probably be raiding him after the game. And then you can catch him Sunday as well. And Saturday afternoon.
Not this Saturday coming, actually, because I'm at a tournament where hopefully I won't catch COVID.
Hopefully. Which tournament are you going to?
It is in Bristol. It's Blackheart. So Liam from Goonhammer, Blackheart WE, West of England, is one of his interests. and it's a 1-day RTT with like 28, 30 odd people. So
nice.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Wicked. All right. Well, thanks, Jay.
Taking a night. No worries.
Wicked.
Take care. Have a good stream. What's the rest of it? Bye.
Cheers, bud. Catch you later. And there you go. That was Jay. !Mohawk in chat to get a link to his channel. Again, he'll be streaming tomorrow at 9 PM and Thursday and then Sunday as well. And again, that was next week will be his last show with us. So, you know, as a scheduled stream, he'll be joining us throughout, hopefully, as a more like casual guest, but he won't be joining us every single week. Which is a shame. He's obviously gutting. But, you know, we both came to the realization that we need to change things, and that is that. So, thank you, Jay, basically. I hear sisters hang around Bristol. Brilliant. So, anyway, it is 8:10, so let's have a look at the model showcase stream. If you are about to tune out because you're not bothered about watching other people's stuff, that is okay. I totally understand. I'll be live again on Wednesday at 6 PM, as always, doing the Wednesday drama show. Just on Twitch, on twitch.tv/Hellstormwargaming, link in the description, or you're watching already, so make sure you follow and hit the bell. And then I'll be live again on Thursday on YouTube and Twitch with Neil. We'll be playing Grey Knights versus Thousand Suns. New guest idea, mods taking in turns. Do you see this picture here? That is my stream if that happens. That'll be my stream. Just fire everywhere. But no, I'll be honest. I haven't planned anything yet. But you know, I've got a few weeks to sort that. I'm thinking about moving to like more like a rotational guest type system. So guests, it'll be like more like people from other channels and stuff like that will be coming on. That Seaford community when it comes back to the Room on Fire. Hell yeah, exactly that. So moving to more like a rotational guest type idea, which would be really fun. I may know tell you what. There you go. So maybe DK Spain could be the first one. We could have Angel on, which would be really fun as well. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm thinking. I thought it'd be better to tell you guys today, rather than like waiting until next week to kind of be like, right, bye Jay. So it kind of gives you guys some time to like think of stuff that maybe you want to see or people you'd like to see. Because obviously there's like Dave from Mini Wargaming who does the Shrine of Chaos every week, and he has a guest every week. So maybe we could move to something more like that. Neil Kerr, 100% Salt and Rage guarantee with me. Maybe we could get Neil on, you know, head judge of WTC. Absolute legend, really helped me out a week ago. So maybe we could get him on and we could do some chats as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll fall into finding like a really good guest who's really good, and we'll get them on more often, much like Jay. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Major Kill. I mean, as much as he's a bit of a ticking time bomb, he's quite funny as well. So maybe get the Conclave on. We could get one of the guests to the Conclave. Maybe not all of them at the same time. That does sound like chaos. Are you made aware? Are you aware that your guests will be made into memes a lot? That's the thing. That's out of all of this, out of all the negativity that might have happened, might happen because Jay's leaving. All I can think of is think of all the fresh meme material. Think of the fresh meme material. Yeah, Adam Camilleri on, make him speak at normal speed while sitting on his hands. He can't do it. That could be quite fun as well. So there's lots of loads of legends like throughout the 40k and wider Warhammer community that I do know, but because I do this show and then I have the Wednesday show, which is more like I've always wanted it to be like me and you, the chat. We've never really been. We've had a few guests on, me and Jay, and we've interviewed them together, but I've never had like dedicated time to do that, which is why I was almost thinking about streaming an extra day a week. But this kind of like helps out because now I have that extra day a week to have other guests on and make it a little bit more varied, which might be quite good for you guys, and it might be good for the channel as well because it means I have more guests, more varied opinions, more interesting content as well. So hopefully we can see it as a good thing. But Jay isn't disappearing forever. We're not like falling out or anything. We're kind of making it more relaxed type hosts. So I'll be the host, but then Jay will come on as a guest every so often. You know, when we've got a tournament come up, Jay actually first did a live stream with us as like a podcast host. to do list reviews. So maybe Jay could be the one who comes on and does list reviews and stuff, you know? So maybe he'll do every couple of weeks, you know? Maybe once a month, if that. So it'd be fun. Have you put snow on Neil's bases yet? I could do. You got Winters. We could get Winters on. Possibly Pleasant Kenobi. So I've met Vince now, and we wanted to do some collaboration. So maybe I could jump him on for a live stream, have a chat. You might lose less YouTube subs. I mean, when a new model comes out and Jay hates it, maybe I won't lose as many subs. But no, so it's going to more. You know, he has to do his thing. He can put more time into his own channel, basically. When we first started doing it together, his channel wasn't really that big. Obviously, now it's grown quite a lot in the past year, so now things change, and that's okay. I'm boycotting Jay. No, boycotting GW, look. 3D printer go, buh. I know someone was asking about that, but there's a video about this coming out this week. I don't just get 3 3D printers out for no reason. I'm doing like tests and comparing 3D printers. Hellstorm made Jay. I don't think I made Jay. I wouldn't say that. I don't think that'd be fair. Me and Jay worked together really well. We both gained off each other, you know. I gained like a really insightful person who's actually very good at helping me do what I do, whereas talk shit, he keeps me on, you know, he keeps me like on track, and he knows how to like incite cool questions. He's a very good host, you know. And when we do like live coverage, I'm sure Jay would be very up for doing that with us as well, because he's good at that. But then I like make all the videos as well, which gets him, it promotes him as well, and obviously being on the live stream every week gives him promotion as well. No, I wouldn't say I made Jay. I don't think that'd be fair. I think we both made each other, you know. We both developed as content creators together, so I could ask Quipster for beauty tips. That would be quite fun, yeah. So there's lots of people basically. So I'm going to be moving to more like a rotating guest type system rather than just Jay. Again, it's a shame Jay wants to go and do that, but I totally understand it as well. It's a mutual decision really at the end of the day. Wolflord Rare would be cool. Anyone met him in person? I've watched a bit of his content, not a lot though. Professional chit chatter, chit chatter, brilliant. Professional shit chatter, yes indeed. Yeah, it's not the end of the world, you know. It's obviously a shame, but you know, maybe we can get like Elliot on or Neil on and stuff like that. We can get them to come on and chat as well, and we'll just see how it goes, you know. Maybe get a body pillow with Jay's face on it. Maybe that's why Jay's ultimately left, because I have this picture, this pillow of me that I didn't buy. Someone sent me. If someone wants to make body pillow with Jay's face on, I will put it there. So don't tell Georgie. Get Jay to do a voice pack so he can just play reactions. Brilliant, brilliant. So yeah, so I hope you guys understand anyway. And we'll just have to see how it goes. You know, it might all go to shit. Elliot and Valrak at the same time. Want some hot takes? Get Arch on. I'd rather gouge out my own eyeballs rather than have that prick on here. Anyway. Let's do model showcase. I mean, that's it. Unless you got some more ideas. Maybe I should probably write all these names down, or I'll have to watch the stream back and write all these cool ideas down. So, who'd you like on first, really? That's the real question. But we will. I do think. Yes, the Marbles could be the co-host. Hell yeah, Tibbles. Let's go. The Marbles can be the co-host. I do think I'll be changing the name of the show though. We'll probably be moving away from the 40k show since we've done that now. How to lose subs, put Arch on the stream, though I'd rather wipe my ass with a broken bottle than interact with him. I also would rather wipe my ass with broken bottles. Book reviews with Georgie, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Mikey, as if I didn't respect you loads already, but not beating around the bush about Arch wins huge points too. Arch is a cunt, right? He's a racist, sexist, horrible human being and doesn't deserve the airtime that he has. There you go. I didn't beat around the bush again. Get Jay on first. Brilliant. Yeah, guys, could have you on as well. We could have you. That'd be fun. We could change it to the AOS show. Imagine. That's it. Jay's left, so doubt it is only AOS show. No, David as well looks really cool, everyone. Anyway. Mr. Fernals, the irony of 3D prints on a GW base. Why are you doing this to me, bro? I don't condone this. This is naughty. This is bad. No boycott. No boycott allowed. No boycott allowed. Get gone. As I said, the boycott was a meme. The only thing we boycotted is my 3D printing addiction. The opposite of what everyone's boycotting for. Sparkler, where I finished 2 things the last week's Mortier and Miasmic Malignifier, the terrain piece. That's a cool conversion, dude. I like the sweeping angry shots. Gives me another excuse to show off my Indrasted. Nice, dude. Yeah, repost it, dude. Nice work on this, bud. Love the colours, love the muted tones, but then the bright base is really nice. Can we have a sitcom segment with Elliot and Valrak as their Iron Warriors and Fist character from your bat rep? Well, what I should say is me and Valrak and Elliot are planning the next battle report. I still need to finish the Kyrios one, which is hopefully coming out this week. But don't hold me to that. It's been very busy. It's been very horrible the past month or so. But yeah, so I've got the Kyrios battle report coming out, then I'm going to be planning with Valrak the next battle report with him. Which we will have part 2 too. You know, I can't remember the names now. The Fist versus the Iron Warrior. Nice work, Sparkler. This missed. Nice work, Sparkler. This was really cool. I like that. Very cool. Very cool. I love it. And we've got the Miasmic Malignifier, the terrain piece. It's not a bad terrain piece, is it? It looks a bit odd on its own, but it's cool. Will you be fighting Varak's Chunky Boys? Maybe. Maybe. I've got quite a few collab battle reports coming up, or plans very soon, because of No Retreat Legends, which is happening in November. Speaking of which, I need to message Prado. But with No Retreat Legends happening in November, and all the tournament players, like, all the tournament battle report channels all going, and all the casual ones, got lots of battle reports planned with all the people I already know, and hopefully meeting new people like Luton and stuff like that, where we can do battle reports with him as well. I am the Mr. Legend, don't forget. Legionnaire is working on his Morkanaut. Hell yeah. There's actually a player at our event this weekend, or this weekend just gone, who's using 2 Morkanauts. It was very cool. I called them Brothers Grimm. A Morkanaut and a Gorkanaut. Very cool. Great job on this, though. Looks great. The rusting and the battle damage is very cool. The base is really nice. I like how you've built it up. That looks really cool. No Retreat Legends, the ultimate 40k YouTube Dutch rudder. What's a Dutch rudder? What does that mean? Ah. Nice. Yes. That is me. I just did Google it. I've got it on my screen right now. Lester explains Dutch rudder from... Zach and Miri make a porno. It is a sex thing. It says, when a man masturbates and another person grabs his arm to make him do the motion, it's sort of like a cross between masturbation and a handjob at the same time. Thanks, Urban Dictionary. Will the Hellstorm jersey be for sale before No Retreat? What, the Grand Alliance Friendship one? Did everyone see that? I've sponsored my own AOS team. You got a bone to pick with me while I'm on chat. What have I done?
My dad phoned me up and said, why is everybody in the YouTube comments saying that you're having it off with some other fella called Hellstorm dude? I'm like, I'm not actually cheating. That's his alter ego. I have to try and explain to my dad that you have an alter ego that everyone thinks I'm confident.
So your dad didn't watch the full video, didn't realise that I was Hellstorm dude as well as being me. I'm not actually... I can't... Sorry, the Hellstorm dude isn't here right now. Don't out me for now.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is my AOS team. This is my t-shirt. I'm getting one of these. How cool is that? That's what I was trying to say. Hellstorm Dude isn't here right now, and Georgie is madly in love with him. Not me, but Hellstorm Dude is a cool dude. Georgie's dad thinks you got schizophrenia. It would be easy to explain. It would be easier to explain for sure. You need a lab coat. I did nick Georgie's glasses. I mean, Hellstorm Dude nicked Georgie's glasses and then forgot to put them on, which is funny. Anyway, great job, Harry. Will they be on sale? That's for the AOS team. I might get some Hellstorm jerseys sorted out, but they're quite expensive. That's the problem. What is happening? Is this what Mondays will be like without Jay? Yes. Yes. Great job, Harry. I love it. Love that. I love that close-up. That's very cool. I don't know if I'll be selling those because they're for the AOS team, as I said. It'd be like, I said they're quite expensive, so they're not very easy to like buy and then sell, you know. I'd have to order a lot. And they don't do many sizes either. They're quite limited. Chaos Swarm, the last two play marines. Hey, thank you much for the host. We appreciate it, Hellstorm guy. Professor Hellstorm guy. Nice work, Chaos Swarm. This is cool. These look great. Now paint slowly, make converted characters in order after I had the poll voting which ones paint first. Tallyman and Malignant Plaguecaster is the first two ones of the 7 to do. Nice, dude. Looking cool. I like these. Must be quite a large army now. Getting ready for Chainsword at the end of the month. Hell yeah, dude. This is awesome. This is awesome. So Chainsword is happening in 2 weeks. The next Hellstorm event. And then I'll hopefully be announcing the next dates for the next Hellstorm event. But we've got one more event this month, the last weekend. And this guy's coming, the Catacomb Command Barge with the lazy Trazyn. Lazy Trazyn. I love it. So this is 3D printed. It's based on the artwork of Trazyn in the Codex. Monday night marble streams. We have to hit the goal. We have to hit the goal. That's the rules. We need 270 subs. We are 44 away. This is really cool, John. Can't wait to see it. Finished my Grey Knights Chaplain. How you guys like him? Oh, yeah, man. This is Torrentus, is it? I love this model. I love the other one as well, but this one's really cool. I love it. That's nice, dude. Nice work on that. Nice colours. Nice and bright. I like the old silver with all the inscription on it. Mikey's Monday Marble Madness. Fuck, we've got to do it, haven't we? Oh, I might be able to go to Chainsaw, but I'm going to need to give BJ and whatever to sleep somewhere. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, currently we're sold out. We don't have any tickets at the moment, but if they do come up, I'll let you know. Give the people what they want. 44 subs to that Orc RPG campaign. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Fnords. Make sure you join the Discord. Nice work, Revan. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing. I don't know why I said I really appreciate it. It's a really good job. Great job. We got Pat. Got loads of stuff up at the moment. Some Retributors for my sisters and started my feast snags. You are all in on new army time. New army time. Hell yeah. I love the orange. That's nice. I love the muted orangeness. That's very cool. We've got the Retributors at the front as well. Hell yeah. I really need to buy some Retributors because I need more Melter Girls. What is that mug? Leaving work on a Friday like. Is that Forrest Gump? What? Leaving work on a Friday night. That is the boomeriest meme I've ever seen. And he's on a mug. I want to know what the next line says. Pat, if you're still here, I need to know what this says. What does this say? Unsubbed? What for? This meme? This boomer meme. When you show your models and get roasted instead. How can I watch the Battle Carry Off? I haven't released it yet. It's coming soon though, I promise. It's the next battle report I do. Forgot about the mug. It's a great mug. Excellent work. Lovely Retributor, dude. I love the scheme you're going for. Subtle. Simple yet effective. And we got close up with the squig as well. Great orange on there, dude. Great job, dude. Love it. Testing colour scheme, says Capping Chaos. Oh, nice, dude. I like the washed out silk metallic purple. That's cool. Nice. What are you thinking for it? What are you going to add to the army? You going to paint some dragons like this? Let me know. Hey, thanks for the follow. Work gave it to me. Next line says, do no work and go home Fridays. Nice. Nice, Pat. Well, I appreciate that. That's very cool. He's followed the Kirioth ending, so he's waiting until people forget. It's not about the ending, it's about the journey. But yeah, it's very that. Bazalian. Looking on his Caesaras. Or Caesaras. Hell yeah, dude. You can hear my 3D printers. Oh, I'm sorry. I can turn 2 of them off. I've only got my Saturn running now. I'm sorry. Yeah, because again, I'm like testing. I'm testing 3 printers. So I got the Mars 3, the Mars 2 Pro, and the Elgu Saturn. We're testing like speeds and stuff like that. And as you can see, the Mars 3 and the Mars 2 are both done, and the Saturn's still going. But this Caesaras is awesome. That blend on the orange is absolutely beautiful. The blue looks ace. It looks really nice. You've done a great job. The base is cool. You got a little bit going on. The silvers are nice as well. And you got some nice OSL. So great job, dude. It's the printer movement you can hear. Right, okay. Some extra pics below. Oh, on that link. My bad. Nice, dude. Oh, that's great. This looks really good. It is really nice. Is this blended? Like wet blended or... It's cool. It's cool, man. Great job. Great job. The black stone looks cool as well. 5 colours. Nice. Great job, man. That's a really, really nice blend. Really nice highlight as well. Excellent work. Very cool. Very epic. Very poggers. Too many sprues. Getting more work on my custom chapter Dragonflares, and GW finally responded to my email about the ATVs missing the Melter Part 20. Nice, dude. Oh, that's a cool scheme. I like the split down the middle. Alright, appreciate it. First time trying it. Well, keep it up, Parzalian. Really cool. I love the split colours, man. That's cool. Are you doing it for the helmets, or are you leaving the helmets? You probably have been asked that before, but you know. Nice, dude. And you got some ATVs going on as well. I bought the ATV, built it, then done nothing with it, which has been fun. Balcuja working on some Hell Blasters. Nice, dude. We love this custom scheme. I love the base as well. You got some nice flowers and some nice colour to the base. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Nice job on this, bud. I love the pose. It's very cool. Very imposing. Imposing. Get it? Very cool. Assault Hellblaster for my Huns. Inspired White Scar's successor. Also, first attempt at a face tattoo. Nice, dude. Looks cool. Looks really cool. I really like it. I like this. Nice tribal. Leaving the helmets, that makes sense. A lot of effort, Sprues. A lot of effort if you want to do all the helmets as well. But the bodies look really cool. I just thought I'd ask. Organ. Only got 1 rocket launcher per box at Kit Bash 4. Basically just took rocket/missile bits and stuck them onto the arms and into the grot launchers. Nice, dude. That looks cool. That looks fine. That's great. Like that. That looks cool as well. Can't see the other one. Might be another picture, but nice work, buddy. Very cool. I love the grotty yellow. That's nice. Infantry and quarter theme and vehicles are in half and half. Nice, dude. Nice. Looks really cool. I like the green and orange. That's a really cool scheme. Finished this boy last week. Currently painting another. Hell yeah, dude. Legion of the Damned. Oh, man. If they get a supplement, you've got Legion of the Damned army ready to go. You're going to be laughing so hard. I love that. That's really cool. The battle damage on the armor is really cool. The rusting effect in the metal is excellent. Also, the base is excellent. I wish I could make bases like this. I just need to buy stuff, and that's, you know, expensive. But that looks really cool. I really like this. It's Sonic Sledgehammer's scheme for Speed Freaks. Nice, dude. I'll check that out. You're building another one as well? Hell yeah. That base is awesome. That base is so good. That's really nice, dude. Great job on this. I like how you've used the Death Company Dread sarcophagus. Daddy Tubbs. Great job. Great job, buddy. Excellent. I love that. Let me tell you, Mikey, tribal tats on marine heads are hard. It's very, very tiny. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did the tribal tattoo on the Space Wolf that I gave away for Christmas, if you remember. And that was hard. That was hard, and it was massive as well. So, fair play to do it on a normal marine. If one comes out, I'll send you to the army to do a bat rip with. Oh, Daddy Dollars, very kind of you. Very kind. What's the base material? It looks like a bunch of stuff, you know. You've obviously got like GW stuff there. What's the actual like grotty stuff? The grit. Gumballina, a bit more work, but needs more blending on the non-metallic metal, though I like the green sword, which is tiny as. Nice, dude. This is a cool conversion. I like how you changed the head there, aren't you? That's just cool. That's really nice. The non-metallic is really cool. The blending on the armor is excellent. The green and yellow works together really nicely. Which is really good. Really, really nice. And excellent color choices. Again, I really love yellow Drakari. Obviously, this is a vampire, so now Drakari, but I think it looks really good. Great job, buddy. Great job. I can't wait to see the full army. I mean, are you definitely taking these to LGT? I want to see him in person. I want to come take pictures with it. Crazy Ant, 10 down, so now I only need 10 to 20 more. Ooh, baby. That's nice. Probably much quicker than the way I'm doing it. They're nice, dude. I really want to paint more Thousand Sons. I really want to paint more Sisters. I really want to paint Cruel Boys. Now I'm like, because I'm not focusing on one army, I'm split between loads at the minute, so. They're nice, dude. I like the non-metallic metal. The gold is really cool. And the blade as well. And the bases look really nice. It's a really nice complement to the dark armor. Great job. We got Gaz's Indraster. Hell yeah. I love the base. Proper classic green fields. Really nice. Great job on this, buddy. The wings are excellent. The color choices are excellent. The base is really cool. I like how you've gone the opposite of Swamp. You've gone more like green field, which is cool. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Excellent work. Managed to quickly add snow to the base, so you had to put snow on Neil's Thousand Sons. Yeah, let's put snow on it, gamers. Because obviously me and Neil, like, the Thousand Sons army here, it's kind of like shared between us. So, like, but Dan painted a lot of the Thousand Sons before, so he put snow on the bases where Neil hates it. So I'm going to put snow on all the stuff that I paint for Neil. My vampires have a matching scheme, but the dead version of the grass. I like it, Gaz. That's cool. Mikey, I suffer from hobby ADHD. See, I don't know. Maybe I'm too sensitive for other people, but I don't like to. I feel like I have that, but I don't like to say that because I don't want to like insult someone with ADHD. But yes, I understand what you're saying. GW running 6mm cork, 3mm plastic card for the tiles, copper pipes for the pipes. Guitar strings to wires, metal mesh for rebar, 1mm steel wire. The base material is kind of a mix of sands and cat litter. Nice, Daddy. That's nice, Daddy. Good done. Nice, Daddy Tubbs. That's cool. Nice, Dad. I got the magnetized. Great idea because the plasma does seem to be good. Clip it. You set his username up just to get people like that. Well done, Daddy Tubbs. Well done. There's Tubbs from now on. Just Tubbs from now on. Make it a voice clip. I'll press the button. It'll be like, nice, Daddy. And carry on with the above. Well done, Leech. We appreciate it. Thank you for holding the fort of Resolution Mondays. This is basically Leech Hobby Diary because I stopped. But now I know that oils aren't the problem. Kind of were the problem, but new oils are on the way. We can probably think about stripping the Zinch and doing it again. These boys. They've just been sat on my desk ever since, but they've all gone grey. So when the new oils come, I'll probably paint some Zangors first, and then I can do the rest of the Zinch, which will be fun. But that's it. That's the end of the stream. We overran a little bit today. Obviously, we have to have a chat about Jay. But again, next week will be the last stream with Jay as a regular co-host. Very sad. I have ADHD, but I don't stop me from doing stuff, even though I can't deal with a large amount of data / information. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, again, I don't know if I'm being oversensitive for other people, but like, it's like the same would be I have like hobby ADHD because I flip between projects where I don't want to like insult someone with ADHD by saying that. So I'm very much a butterfly of projects. It's got that way. Other people join it sometimes. Yeah, exactly. I'll make sure to be in the share Jay next week. That's what I want the entire show to be. Can I just say your paintings improved quite a bit the last odd year? Oh, thanks, man. We appreciate it. Yeah, I've had a lot more time to spend on painting, and I'm painting lots of different stuff as well. I'm not just painting Space Marines, and I'm like trying new techniques. I think that's the big thing with painting is that you can get like in a bit of a rut of painting the same way. Whereas I've been like trying oil paints, I've been trying grimdark painting, I've been trying inks and stuff like that. So it's like been really interesting to try that out. God damn it, Jake! Why do you have to do that to me? Nice, Daddy. And carry on with your above. Well done, Leech. We appreciate it. Thank you for holding the fort. Nice, Daddy. And carry on with your above. Well done, Leech. We appreciate it. Is that the right one? Nice. Brilliant. Daddy. And carry. Nice, Daddy. That's what you want, don't you? That's all you want, guys. Nice, Daddy. Ah, dear. Mikey, you can never insult me, so just pretend you're talking to me. Well, I appreciate it. Too many sprues. You know, again, I mean, my whole philosophy is I don't want to say something that would insult someone. I never want to insult someone, so if I ever do, it's probably by accident. But you know, I don't want to like put yourself in. The buzz is your printers, yeah. So the printers are running behind me, so it's I've turned the music down as well. He paints my stuff every now and then too. Yeah, exactly. So that's it, gamers. That's it. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Thank you for all of the subs. Really appreciate that as well. It's very cool. You are literally helping me keep my printers running and keeping me the lights on. Who's your nice daddy? Fuck's sake. Well done. Well done. But thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate it. So I'll be live again on Wednesday at 6 PM on twitch.tv/Hellstormwargaming. We are going to be doing the drama show, or we might have some cool stuff planned, which will be fun. And then I'll be live again on Thursday with Neil doing Thousand Suns versus Grey Knights in a live battle report. So hopefully you can tune into that as well. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to raid someone. Let's have a look. Who shall we raid? Who's online? Vince is online, but he's playing Magic, so we'll probably dodge him this time. We have raided him a couple of times while he's playing Magic. Who's live in Whammers? Whammer time. There's Ben from the Hobby Room. There's a VTuber, Halbernacht, 12-hour birthday stream. The Slow Fuse. Quite a few people online actually. So thank you very much to everyone for tuning in to me while everyone else is online. We'll raid Hobby Room, I think. They always raid us. Okay, let's raid Hobby Room. So that's it, gamers. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Really appreciate it. I'll be live again on Wednesday, so make sure you do tune in, or Thursday for a live battle report as well. The next edited battle report will be the one with Curry off. I've had it for like over a month now, so I really need to finish that off. So thank you very much for tuning in. I love you all. You're all excellent. We're about to start the next step of Hellstorm Monday Hobby Nights, or Hellstorm Monday 40k Nights. So it is kind of exciting, and yeah, thank you all for understanding. So that's it. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.